for me. I'm sorry. Like that one, it just didn't make no sense. I'm sorry. And I'm disappointed. Like it was crazy because I seen people online and they was praising it like, oh yeah, Jeezy, this, them, third. Like, oh, y'all just trying to like be down like on some brandy. I just want to have that brandy song. I want to be down. And like, come on, bro. Like, stop. You better have a sack. But I get it. I understand. I see how and you know the crazy thing, and we gonna get into something completely different. But it's so crazy because I thought last week me talking about academics, I didn't know the deal was gonna play out to my fave. I mean, y'all know I love Joe Budden. Joe Budden is one of the people that sometimes when it comes to speaking wise, he is somebody that I look to just kind of pay attention to. But Brody, I'm not gonna hold you. Everything you do, you almost make me want to wish I never listened to an episode ever in life because it just, your math ain't mathing. If you rich, you can't be scared to get sued to put hands on somebody. As a man, and this is what I'm saying, I think every man can agree with this and had a moment sometime in your life where it was like something happened to you where you wish you would have responded differently because that's your male ego just eating you alive where you like, oh, I wish I would have violated this person because it's something to have. You cannot literally get on a podcast on a Wednesday and tell me you didn't want to put hands on somebody who was playing with you for the world to see because you didn't want to get sued, bro. You drive a Maybach. Take that Maybach back and go get you a lawsuit. Is no way in the world you telling me you didn't want to catch a lawsuit, but you tell me you drive a Maybach. Every time you record, you want to wear designer from head to toe and you don't want to take a lawsuit and let somebody play with you? Stop, dog. That math don't math. If you got a JJ, then say that. Because as a man, ain't no way in the world I'm sitting here about to let somebody play with me on camera and then sit here and tell y'all, you every week, this man tell everybody, oh, how poor they are. You a first class poppy. You cannot tell me you fly first class and you don't want no smoke for a lawsuit. What? How that math? Nigga, you better crash out. Are you dumb? Like, what world is this we live in? I was like, dang, everything I thought was going to happen to shout out to academics. He may be smarter than the rest of us. Because he was like, I'm cool. I ain't going to go outside because I know people really want to put hands on me. And it was just, I'm like, dog, I literally listened to this man on Wednesday tell me how he was ready for free smoking and free bumping. And on Saturday, somebody put paws on you in the strip club. Jesus Christ, boy, get you a gun or go to church. What is wrong with you? Like, you was just out here literally walking like food. And the crazy thing to me what really throw me off is like, dog, I learned how to move by the time I was 19. And I ain't even talking about on some big meat stuff. I'm talking about just hand to hand, get you some money and then you start to get popular. And you don't feel like you want to get busy. You better have friends who want to get busy. Guess what? They always want to go out. And now maybe that's different because when I was younger, all my friends wanted to go. When you get older, it may be a little bit harder to get friends to go out. And then guess what you should do? If you don't have people who want to go out with you, that's willing to crash out for you, then guess what that means? You're too old to still be going outside. To those type of functions. That's just point blank simple. You have to learn how to move. And when you become I'm the super flashy dude, everybody gonna be all eyes on me. Well, guess what? All eyes on me like Tupac, you better have a bunch of people who are willing to ride or die for you. Sorry. That's how it go. I learned that at 19 years old. Getting some money, and it's not a go-go picture, not a club picture where you will see it's just me and one other person. That don't make sense. If I'm going to be rah-rah flashy, well, guess what? I better have some rah-rah flashy niggas with me, and they not going to be the flashy type. Their flash and my flash gonna be completely different. That's all I'm just saying. It's just like, dog, what are we doing? Like this, I literally, as a man, I was just like, bro, are you okay? How old are you? I thought you was older than me. Like you out here moving like a kid and getting put on punishment live on camera. How this work? You can't, it's nothing you can explain to me. This nigga literally on Wednesday told everybody he was ready to dance. And then on Saturday, somebody pulled up to him and said, let's boogie, baby. And you wasn't ready to dance. And then what you would see here, for all the times I listened to this man literally told me, I hate when rappers sit here, they get into a scruffle, and then the first thing they do is get on their phone and show their face was cool. What you do then, doggy? You all right, champ? Like, maybe he just be talking and don't be listening to what he be saying. You got money for a Maybach, but you ain't got money to take a lawsuit so you could crash out on somebody. Huh? You told me you was ready to dance, and then somebody pulled up to the party and asked for your hand to dance, and you wasn't ready to get down. That's crazy, dog. I'm not. He hurt my heart, man. I'm sorry, dog. Everybody just be on these mics and y'all just be rapping at this point. I get it. So I ain't here to
but just like if you go back to what you said about academics, he do all that, but he's not outside. But Joe is outside. Okay, so somebody touched him. I mean, if he goes on his pod, still talk his shit, what's the difference then?
I don't respect it because you wasn't ready to dance. You can't sell wolf tickets and you ain't ready to cash them in.
But if for what they
you
said,
ain't Ticketmaster selling fraud tickets, dog.
But here's my thing. For what they said, okay, he got sucker punch, right?
Ain't no such thing. You famous. You famous.
What you mean is no such thing?
You famous and you talk very loud on your microphone. Ain't no such thing as a sucker punch. You should be on your P's and Q's.
But if you're not living like that, why you need to be on your P's and Q's?
You not living like what? You told Tax Stone to suck your dick. You told 2 grown men on back-to-back weeks and invited them to the Frank stand. What do you mean you wasn't supposed? You not living like what? You can't invite somebody to your Frank stand and not be ready to boogie at all times. How that work? You cannot. You don't. The crazy thing is, literally, for people who don't know what we're talking about, just go back and listen to last week's episode. Everything I absolutely said you can't do, he was doing, and guess what? He had to pay the repercussions for it, dog. I don't care what you can't dance that around or explain it no other way to me. I'm sorry, like it don't work like that. You can't say what you want and not be able to just like it don't work like that, though. I've learned it literally. But I'm saying,
but if somebody got the best of you, they got the best of you. I get it.
No, listen to what I'm saying. That for regular people, that's cool. But you can't not keep telling me that you're rich and you get caught BSing. That don't work like that, dog.
But I hear what you're saying, right? But then how did that look? That's just like that time when we was in Vegas and we seen Fabulous with presidential security. How does that look, though? You got 6 people surrounding you. Like,
what you mean? You look like you rich. You rich. What you mean? You ain't about to see Floyd Mayweather out here and Floyd Mayweather got hands. But guess what? You never gonna see Floyd Mayweather just outside butt naked. No, how that don't work like that?
Okay.
And guess what? Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not even sitting here saying you had to have paid security. I guarantee, listen to it. Like I told you yesterday, it's just certain people who, when you talk or move a certain way, when you talk and you bring a certain aura out, you move a certain way. So like I told you, you would never see nobody do the camera thing with Jim Jones. But guess what? You won't see Jim Jones outside playing lollygagging by himself neither. My only thing of it is, that's just for me, and like I said, we not even gonna stay on this too much longer. It's just, as a man, I've learned, just even when I was managing a band, I understood, like, okay, sometimes if you go into certain neighborhoods and you got to move a certain way, you got to sit here and you got to know how you move. And you can't just go pull up and just do whatever you want. The lands of the law is the lands of the law. You got to know how to maneuver in it. I don't care. It don't matter what the energy you bring it. You know where you're going. If I'm going to play in Southeast, well, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a phone call, make sure my Southeast people are coming with something. By the time even maybe before I might pick them up, before I even touch the parking lot. I can't sit here. It don't matter if the band making lollipop music. Guess what you still got to do? You still got to protect what's yours. I still got to make it home safely. You cannot just, bro. Like I said, I learned a lot from everybody talking, but everybody really ain't living what they talking. Some people just know how to talk good on microphones and ain't really lived real life.
But even him telling the stories about what happened before, he said he got bailed out a lot. So I mean, somebody caught him slipping. What's the problem? I mean, somebody caught you slipping.
It's not. It ain't a problem. It wouldn't listen to it. I get it, and like I said, that's not no problem. My just thing is just like, I thought that was gonna happen to academics, so maybe I felt a little bit off guard. I was like, damn, I thought he was gonna be. I thought he could boogie.
But somebody caught you slipping. Somebody got the best of you. But then, okay. So my question is, so what? You don't want him to You want him to hide? Like, oh yeah, nigga, caught me. I'm done. Like,
no, I don't want him to do nothing. I just want you to.
So somebody caught you slipping. They got the best of you. All right, cool. You go on about your life. Like, that's my thing. I hate what you saying. Oh, you should have did this. Take the lawsuit. Take all this. Do all that. But at the end of the day, I feel like people look at life more. I got a lot more to lose than to just sit here. So Marcus, guess what cool is? I'm cool with all that. Then if that's how you feel, then lower your tone when you talk on this microphone. But it's entertainment.
I don't care.
Do that not sell the story though?
So what? I don't care. All right, well, you can listen to what you're saying. You could sell the story, and you just made it. When you go outside, you better be able to learn how to participate. But if he still goes
outside, then what that means? Oh, I don't care.
Okay, eventually you gonna care. Because the crazy thing is, just like when me and Top was talking about this earlier, when I went to pick up some stuff from Top, and he was just like, "Oh, he lucky that he in whatever city he in," because that could have been if you was talking. Let's think about it. If you were dealing with some younger people, that little phone incident that could have been something completely different.
Okay, but that's what that's my thing. Like I said, if he's going to keep talking his talk, and he's going to move the way he move, that's what I'm saying. Like you can't fault the man for doing that. I hear what you're trying to say, but then it's just like, all right, now you had academic on there crying, although I can't say this. If you're not worried about getting canceled or whatever the case, you're gonna speak. And real quick, I'm glad you brought up academics, and just a word to academics, bro. You crying about, and this again, where I can tie in, people just don't live. Maybe they just haven't lived the life that I've lived or seen this stuff I've seen. Nobody on the internet that believes that academics can beat Saucy Santana in a fist fight. There's not a person in the world. I even looked at his comment section, and them kids are kids, and they was like, bro, pack this up. You was on here crying over because a gay nigga violated you on the internet? Are you serious?
But again, that's him in his mind. He thinking calling him out his name or using the F-bomb, bro. Again, for people who maybe y'all live in another city, guess what? The best thing about my city is people really living like they talking. All you gotta do is go HBO and I think what's the name of that docket? The Check It or something. Just Google it. Just Google the Check It. A gang, DC LGBT gang or whatever you want to put. It's an HBO special and it will come up for any man who think that gay niggas is sweet and their hands don't work. You are mysteriously mistaken because this was a group of young gay dudes who was putting paws and fists on people, taking niggas to Pound Town for real and not the Sexy Red type, really beating the brakes off a dude. So I don't necessarily know. That's why I'm like, bro, I hear people talk, I understand it, but I don't. Though all you got is one time to prove it to me that you cap. When I see academics cry on the jump, I'm like, bro, you didn't need to stop. Lower your tone, dog. And you know the crazy thing is where academics probably will always get a pass, because I'm sure somebody like a Glorilla or Yo Gotti, like we were talking about last week, you watch this video, I'm like, oh, he ain't on nothing. That's why people probably give him a pass, because nobody really gonna believe nothing that you said. You just yelling at your phone. You don't believe what you're saying. All right, go to bed, sir. You literally let the world watch you crowd. I was like, this can't be real, dog. Like, yo, my God, I'm about to start listening to gospel podcasts because you niggas are crazy.
It's entertainment.
No, it's not. You still a man, dog. I ain't about to be ain't no entertainment. And I'm still a man, dog. Nothing ain't never happened to you bad in life, and they just keep playing on the back of your head and be like, oh my God, I cannot believe I let somebody play with me like this.
Got responsibilities.
Yeah, well.
Our bodies is still. I told a girl the other day, our bodies don't even tell us to love y'all. It tells us to fuck y'all. Like it does. I said this. It's easy to fuck 3 girls back to back. It's hard to fuck your girl 3 times in a row, right behind each other. Like think about that. Like if you really think about that, right? 3 girls walking in back to back. You up and ready each time. It don't matter. Your girl back, like trying to hit her 3 times in a row, your dick gonna tell you, nah, man, we don't want this. It's most cases. Like our bodies tell us to go and get somebody else. Yeah. That's why 30 men can populate the whole planet. It's running through our bodies. It's like saying our brains don't say fall in love. It say her and I'm get some of that kind, and then I'm try to.
All right, so excuse me. With that statement being said, I totally disagree with what he's saying. I just realistically, you need to be honest. You just don't like your girl. Because if your girl is OD5 and you really like your girl, though, you're nowhere in the world you're telling me I can't get up and crack my girl 3 times in a row. I'd have been out of town and be mad if I can't go get no cheeks like every day while we there. Like that was one of my biggest beefs, even with like vacations. Like that experience that I can't go cracking all day on this vacation, ain't nothing but cracking. I'm gonna get mad. So you sitting here saying I can show up for 3 different women, but I can't show up for my girl. You just don't like your girl, dog. That's it. Say that. No, what?
You can show up 3 times in a row. Like we just nut and you can go back again.
Not every day, but if you're sitting here saying, let's just sit here and say,
no, I'm saying okay in a span. He not saying if he said, okay, I hit this girl. Oh, another shorty hit me up. I'm going to her.
No, and guess what? If you can't go, let's be real. Come on, can we be honest for a minute? If you can't go back to back for your girl, you cannot go back to back for 3 women in one day. That's cap.
You can. No, what do you mean? You have to travel. It ain't coming back. They're not right there.
He was trying to make it like it was right there. Listen to what he just said.
No.
They don't know that our bodies say this
instinctually.
Yeah, our bodies is still. I told a girl the other day, our bodies don't even tell us to love y'all. It tells us to fuck y'all. Like it does. I said this. It's easy to fuck 3 girls back to back. It's hard to fuck your girl 3 times in a row.
Listen to what he just said.
3, right? But
okay. So this is it. We talking as grown adults. If no drug enhancements, no nothing. You talking about 3 women in one day, but you can't go rounds with your girl. How do that work? If you either got it in you or you don't, your girl is a pooper or she ain't. Like, dog, that don't make no sense to me. You can't sit here and tell me it's either one or it's either or. It can't be both, dog. You can't sit here and say you either don't got 3 rounds in you or you ain't got 3 going to pull up on 3 different girls in the same day neither. Because even for your girl, you can stretch it out. You could be like, all right, cool, off there early in the morning, maybe catch you before like 1 o'clock, and then maybe again, not back to like, come on, dog. She even going to need a break.
He just said 3 rounds. I mean, a girl, I think a girl 3 rounds is right there in that session, 3 sessions.
I just feel like he just don't like his girl. I hear you. It sound cool. I just don't feel like realistically you just don't like your girl. And there's no way you about to tell me if I can show up for 3 different women in one day, I can show up for my girl 3 times back to back. And listen to and guess what? I know, and for all the new listeners, shout out to all the new, especially all the newer women who have recently came into this situation. So I'm gonna go to the gas station. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go to the gas station and give me one of those rhinos, and we can go whatever. Call it however you want. 3 rounds, 4, 5, 10. It is what it is. I stand and I live by them rhinos. Gonna have you out here looking like LeBron James in year 21. Throw that thing up there, AR. Got him. You're crazy, dog. Stop playing, man. You better get you one. Y'all niggas better stop. Again, as a man, I get it sometimes. Y'all don't want to live in your truth. Ain't nothing. If you know for a fact and it's just like a car. Sometimes you need a new transmission. If you as a man, you put a lot of miles on your body. You done took your little man to the pound town a million different times. You done cut on the hub and you done spanked your meat a bunch of times. So trying to battle all of those bodies from going to spanking your bank, going to the spank bank, and then running miles on your body, sometimes you gotta pull up to the gas station and get you one, buddy. I get it. Some men, y'all may feel defeated. I'm not gonna feel defeated. I'm gonna stand on my rhinos. Y'all tripping. Get me a rhino. Y'all need to sponsor me. Blue Chew, somebody get with me. Cause y'all crazy. What he talking, I ain't never gonna talk like that. I ain't gonna talk like that until my junk fall off, doggy. Sorry. I can't relate. What my man Mike Jones said, me now. I'm trying to think shorty out. And shout out to Mike Jones. Mike Jones, so would that bring back to that conversation we had last week? Mike Jones not own none of his music because he said he about to pull a Taylor Swift and re-record all his. I got a word for Mike Jones. Free game, no disrespect. Bro, you ain't Taylor Swift. And people ain't trying to check for none of that. Sometimes I guess today's conversation is sometimes men need to cut that Michael Jackson on and look at the man in the mirror and have some real conversations with themselves. Because Mike Jones, and I love Mike Jones. I had a spray paint Mike Jones jersey, got it signed and everything. I was a Mike Jones stan, but I'm telling you right now, I could not tell you the last time I listened to Mike Jones. The only time I even think about Mike Jones is when he got one of these little arguments with one of these young rappers on Twitter. Other than that, I don't care or even thinking about him. So I'm sure I can go out on a limb and say, ain't a soul checking to rehear no Mike Jones, Nathaniel. Sorry.
And those are the chopping and screw joints.
I don't care what they are. Maybe back then, who's doing woman, now I'm still on me. Maybe. I don't necessarily know if I want to hear that right now. Like if it come on in my gym playlist, I got it. Don't get it twisted. I do have those songs on my gym playlist.
Freestyle shit.
Nah, I even can't re-record that. That's what he's talking about.
No, that's what I'm saying. When I'm thinking the Mike Jones, I'm thinking about the whole freestyle shit. Like those. I'm trying to think of his like singles.
Yeah. Back then, hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me. That's Mike Jones. Or tipping on 4-4s. That's Mike Jones. Still tipping on 4-4s.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. For you to re-record. That's what I'm saying. I know the joint with him sitting on the steps. That joint, yes. But that's all freestyles.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a Mike Jones stands at one. Mike Jones stands.
The Dick Don't Feel Me Out. That was a freestyle shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that shit.
That's a freestyle. That's not an original song.
No, because it's on the tweet. I thought it was on the tweet beat.
Oh crap! You might be right.
Yeah, with him sitting on the steps.
No way. Hold on. You might be right. Let's look.
It's on Apple Music. But that was like I said.
It's on Apple Music.
Yeah.
Oh well, I don't want to play it. We can look at it before the show over though. You might be right. I can't disagree with you because I don't necessarily know.
No, because I think his album joint was like the black. It was like a black background, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was. It was.
No, but the other one with the freestyles, Dick Don't Feel Me Out. That was on that one with him on the.
Yeah, I guess real quick before we move into any other topics. Again, like I said, shout outs to all the new listeners. I guess a lot of the women in the comment section, I don't know if you've seen it, but they wanted to know what was your beef with Scorpio women. I did not know. I didn't.
My beef with them?
Yeah, because you said overrated.
Yeah, they're overrated. That sex shit ain't all this hyped up to be.
So that's the only thing you were saying is overrated.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But they were saying a lot of people say Scorpios are freaks, and I've been with a lot of Scorpios that shit was all right. So
you stand on your overrated, and that's why you say overrated,
because
the sex wasn't how.
That's what Scorpios is known for. They're supposed to be the freaky ones. But like I said, I ain't never met no Scorpio that, oh shit, damn.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't necessarily know. I just seen a lot of women was like, oh, you're the first man who ever took up for us. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, because I don't know about the Zodiac stuff, so I didn't necessarily know it was like slander on the name. Like I didn't think like I thought my sign was like the worst. I don't even be wanting to tell people I'm a Gemini because I'd be like, as soon as you say that, everybody be like, out of here, Jack. I didn't know it was no smut on the Scorpio's name. I didn't know, but I literally got endless women commenting like, "Oh, I can't believe it." Like you know what's so crazy? Like when you have a video hit like that, and I'm talking about that joint hit on all platforms. I was like,
what
you ain't look at the numbers on that?
No, the
Scorpio joint?
No, I didn't see that.
Boy,
You
that joint
didn't
was like
you tagged
300.
me that one.
I did. I
No,
thought I did.
No, you tagged me in the one about
the Lotto
joint.
Oh,
that joint was going off.
Oh, I thought I tagged you on. I tagged you on. Oh yeah, the Scorpion joint. That joint almost at like 300,000 on Instagram, and on TikTok is at like 60,000. So like, yeah, it was crazy. But I just didn't know. Like it wasn't. It wasn't one of those planned things. And I think that's the tight thing sometimes where it's like when you're not planning for something. Like I'm literally just giving a friend literally a shout out for their birthday, and it was just like, all right, well, I just posted it because it is their junk, and they went crazy. I did not know like they was. Sometimes I always be like, damn, I be saying some wild. I'm talking about just like where you don't want to put your foot in your mouth pause. Because you just want to kind of like, you can't close the door on who you would and won't date. Because I ain't gonna lie, some of them Scorpio women did. They was shooting. They was going crazy. They was putting up long distance from half court like Steph Curry, and they may look like AR-15. So I mean,
it is some bad Scorpios, but sex wise, no.
Yeah, they definitely was throwing their jabs at you. Was just like, oh, he must have got hurt. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready in the bed for them. That's so he hurt by a Scorpio. I swear to God, they was riding for this. I ain't know that was like
had enough. It ain't done. I'll be like, oh my God, yeah, I need a Scorpio. No, I'm good.
What's another quick topic, real quick? We can pause for the calls. For all the new people here, like, share, subscribe. Take a quick little rain delay. What's the rain? Oh, don't play it on YouTube.
No, I wasn't trying to. I ain't mean to hit it.
Yeah, no, you got it. Maybe set up.
Definitely.
Oh,
That shit not even hit. That shit switch out.
what his?
No, this is Big Don't Tell Me Now.
Oh,
This is drunk with all the freestyles on it. Pac-Man, all that.
oh, for real?
21 questions, man. Yeah.
Oh, damn! I ain't even know he even had any of that on.
Yeah, but that's what I said.
Yeah, and that's probably realistically though. That probably ain't even. That stuff probably ain't even cleared.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
It's just probably on Apple Music. It's probably not even under his. Is that under his real page?
But that, one of them, yeah. Big Don't Tell Me Now. But no, the album is not. It's under. What's that? It says Swiss Out and Mike Jones. It's only top songs, though. But they don't just say Mike Jones. They say Switch House and I know I edit shit on my playlist.
You ready? First off, real quick, before we get into this next topic, I want to say this episode is sponsored and brought to y'all by shopsweezy.com. The holidays are right around the corner. You want to get your kids right. If you're looking at this video that I'm about to post this week from clips from this episode, you will see I got the new hat, new shirt, sweatsuits, everything's about to get cold outside. If y'all be outside late, and if you outside early enough or late enough, you will feel the brick. I pause. God damn, that was a pause. Pause. But it's cold outside. That's basically what I'm saying. The crazy thing is what I do hate about this time of the year, dog. In the middle of the day, why do the sun shine so hard, dog? Like I be feeling like, dog, the sun be just shining down bright as I don't know what, and then it be like literally as soon as it go out, it's cold as I don't know what outside. But like I said, we about to get into this episode. This episode, like I said, shopsweezy.com. Get y'all new whatever you want: hats, beanies, sweatsuits, t-shirts, whatever you're looking for, whatever you need, especially for the Christmas right around the corner. Again, shopsweezy.com.
It's fugly, non-sexy, knocked up ass red. Gag go to fugly red. Your ass is being charged with not being ashamed of your goddamn self. Doing whole shit and being mad about it. Being a deadbeat mama, a deadbeat daddy, a deadbeat daughter, and a deadbeat young thugger looking like ass bitch. Skin looking like a rink of bed sheet. Attempted to come for a real queen. Being ugly didn't matter than a motherfucker. Looking like an old crumbled up stale ass backwood that ain't nobody buying. Take that shit back to the store, whore. But ain't no refund. Not being able to handle the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God, but ain't nobody helping you but the devil. Acting like you that bitch when you ain't shit. And it shows, bitch, fucking on niggas that don't want you, not knowing who your baby daddy is, sucking on balls and toes at the same damn time, getting pissed and shitted on and trying to come for a real queen, not knowing who the fuck your baby daddy is, refusing to go and get tested, letting fuck niggas film fucking your dry ass pussy on live, you dirty black-footed ass bitch. We the people bursting and pregnant at the same damn time, trying to clap back with the clap. Being mad because your non-fans is trying to understand what the fuck your decrepit looking ass is saying in your whack ass music that we don't understand. Looking like the hot pack that don't nobody want and don't nobody want to buy it either. Trying to roast like you was really about that life and ain't. Looking like some crust in them niggas' drawers you be eating. Needing your ass whooped just as soon as you drop that goddamn baby out your stinking foul ass pussy. They're going to have to do a C-section to get it out because the damn show can't come through your pussy canal. Tweeting about your pussy thinking like it's cute when it's not, you dumpster smelling ass bitch. Thinking you a rap star when you ain't being slow as a motherfucker.
All right, that's enough.
God
Damn.
damn.
Yeah, that went
Hey,
crazy.
my neck and my back hurt right now from laughing at that shit. God damn. She smoked her ass.
Yeah, she smoked her. She did her crazy. I ain't even gonna hold you.
And I never clipped on this shit, even, listen to it and shit. I was like, damn, that hurt.
Yeah, that
shit
hurt. I'm not gonna hurt you. Of
That
course.
shit hurt.
And I mean, and of course, you know what's the crazy thing it is, and I guess I can even tie that back into real quick, just to the Joe situation. The one thing I get it in 2023, and of course I'm sure it's gonna be hard. It's gonna take some years for us to remove just the money thing, because her first clap, Sexyy Red first clap back to Khia was, of course, that Khia was broke. And the reason why I said I want to tie that into Joe thing, and I think just a conversation, even now that my tone is a lot lower, I think it's something that men can understand. It's like, though, it's cool. I understand we need money. We live in America. We got to pay bills. You want to be able to afford luxury things or whatever the case may be. But just a free game to men, especially younger men is listening, though, money ain't gonna make you no man. You still, again, like I said, I don't necessarily know how every man sleep at night, but I just know I've been in places where it's like you kind of just, it will eat you up in the back of your mind if you don't respond as a man. And some of that may even have to be put on women, because it's just like, if you're not looking for a man to be manly, you just only looking for him. Oh, he got some bread. So, but that still don't make you a man. If another man could just come up and violate you, that money don't matter. Like, you still, like, it's cool you got bread, but you still letting other men just violate you. It's just like, I mean, I don't know. Just to me, still as a man, you want to be able to portray yourself as a man. You want to come off as a man. Your energy just, money can't buy that. I'm sorry. That's one thing you can't hide behind. Like, when it's time to be a man, you can't hide behind it. Money will not allow you to be a man if you are a skirt. Like, money just can't buy you manhood. And people, some people, y'all may think I'm tripping, and it don't matter. If I'm tripping, then you tell me when you look at academics, you thought academics could be Saucy Santana. And if you feel like this Saucy Santana could beat academics in a fight, then you prove my point that money can't make you a man, because academics got bread. But you still don't look at him as a man if you sit here and think that a nigga with a BBL could beat him up. That's what I'm saying when I say money can't buy that type of respect. So if you look at him, I guess that's easier to prove my point of what I'm saying is, if you look at academics and you feel like Saucy Santana will wash the floor with him in a physical altercation, that's my point on money cannot buy you your manhood. Don't get it twisted. It can buy you some prostitutes. It can get you some cheeks. It can have a bunch of fake niggas around you too.
It can attract a lot of women.
For sure. But it still ain't gonna make you a man. And that's what I'm saying. And some people may be cool with it. Like I said, I may be on some dinosaur. I might be talking like an old dinosaur right now. All I'm just sitting here saying is, in 2024, I'm sure a lot of women will want to bring back real men. And I know a lot of y'all want to attach that with like, oh, I want real men to come back and you want them to have some bread. Sometimes that might not go hand in hand.
But then you got men that's just crashing out for no reason. So, I mean, I don't know what you value more.
I mean, it depends. Because I can't say everything ain't for no reason.
But my thing is, if I didn't entertain the situation, I walk away from the situation. That makes me less of a man, because I do have more to live for.
No, because let's be honest. I think realistically, most men can walk away from certain situations as long as nobody else don't see it.
If you don't put the money in the situation, right? And so if I don't say I got money, but if I just walk away from the situation, I just let you talk your shit and say all that, and I just walk away from the situation, that makes me less of a man.
I think it just depends. If it's if a man sit here and start trying to, let's say, if a man try to violate you in front of your kids or in front of your baby mother or your wife or something like that, ain't no walking away, dog. You got what you walking away from. And if you don't feel, and listen to what I'm saying, and I guess you want to be careful with the words, because you're absolutely right, because you can sit here and we can tie that in to the situation, to the New York situation. Yeah. That I listen to what I'm saying.
Sometimes your pride, you got it.
I get it. It's a damn if you don't, if you damn if you do. It just depends on how you sleep at night. Sometimes
your pride not. No, you can be a man all you want, but at the end of the day, I want to live to see another day. You can sit here and talk that, oh, I'm being a man, I need to show respect. Like, some of that shit's not worth it.
Sometimes
it's not worth it. Me sitting here getting in the fight and all that. I want to see my kids. It's not worth me sitting here. Oh yeah, I got to prove a point that I'm a man. No, you can talk your shit. You can do all that. It's not worth it, because, like I said, that whole New York situation. You gonna tell me he proved this point? He was
I don't know, because I didn't watch that video.
And that should have said. That should have said. But at the end of that, that's two men. That's two men, and the situation played out the wrong way.
I can't, but listen, the crazy thing is, like I said, I didn't watch it, so I can't sit here and say it played out the wrong way, or if it didn't, because I don't necessarily, one, I don't know the area they live in, and then two, I don't know their prior engagements, if they had prior beef or whatever the case may be. But then again, you have to, and two things else, as a man in 2024, sometimes you got to understand the laws of the land. Again, when I sit here and say this, so you have to, guess what, in the back of your mind, you got to know is is this argument worth escalating into a fight? And then after this fight, may this fight escalate into some gunplay? You got to have all that in the back of your mind. And listen to what I'm saying. And perfect example, if that is how you feel, like I want to get home to my kids, then guess what you have to do? Protect the energy you put out. All I'm saying, because guess what? You can avoid that. I wouldn't sit here if that was, guess what? If that same exact thing happened to the DJ Envy that happened to Joe Budden, nobody wouldn't care. You know, all right, cool, because Envy don't put out that type of energy. Even if that happened to Charlamagne, the new Charlamagne, I wouldn't expect, listen to what I'm telling you, you can't put out a certain energy. If I put out a certain energy, you can't put out an energy to the world and then sit here and back down and give me a reason why you backing down. I don't want to hear it no more because you already was selling me wolf tickets. Now, if you,
but just like Envy speaking on a lot of situations where he got caught in situations where, yes, it wasn't caught on camera, but he said he got caught in a situation where niggas tried to jack him and all that. He got out of. But guess what? But that's what I'm saying. So he just said, well, he walks with security. He has security. All that, situation, like the one where he said on the highway where, his security, went their way, he went his way.
So guess what? So perfect example though. So even just what you using that as an example, guess what? And Charlamagne always tell him, nigga, you don't need to be so goddamn flashy. We on the same damn show, and you want to live like a goddamn rapper. I don't. So that guess what? So the Marcus, that comes with energy, dog.
But that is, are you not here for the entertainment?
Man, okay, well, you got dog. I don't care. You can be here for the entertainment. That's the same way with rappers and nigga. But
that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. The energy that you put out, like just even with like when you put out that you like you said, the way you talk, the way you sit here. But if I'm getting paid to X, Y, and Z to talk and perform on this stage, right? That's what I'm supposed to do, right?
So, but listen, you trying to give somebody you can't give nobody a pass because guess what? It's plenty of shows that people do the same thing. Sherry Shepherd talk about the same stuff Joe Budden talk about. It's about how you talk to people.
Okay. I like I said, I hear what you're saying, but you saying so can I got
a question for you? Do you think Joe Budden is more entertaining than Stephen A. Smith?
I don't watch Stephen A. Smith. I listen to Joe, but I don't listen to Stephen
Well, I'm going to answer this question for you. There ain't no way in hell you think that. Nobody don't think that. It's just because he's not. It don't matter. It's Stephen A. Smith.
But how you going to make opinion? How you going to sit here and
Well, I asked you. You didn't talk, nigga. You were saying you don't know.
I said I don't listen to Stephen A. Smith. If I don't sit here and watch sports, I'm at work. I can listen to Joe Budden's podcast on what's name. I don't listen to Stephen A. talk.
All right, well, cool. If you don't, that's fine. Whatever. I'm telling you. Stephen A. Smith is very entertaining. He doesn't have to be disrespectful. Stephen A. does not put the energy out that somebody should want to punch Stephen A. in the mouth.
Do people not want to?
Probably Terrell Owens. That's it.
I don't think so, Kevin. A lot of people had issues with Stephen A. We don't see it. He don't put it on camera. He don't say and talk about the text messages and stuff he got. He said it before that he gets messages. So that's why I'm confused with what you're trying to say. You saying Stephen A. never ran into no issues?
I doubt it.
I don't doubt it at all. Stephen A. has ran into issues. Maybe he don't make it public. It got dealt with or whatever the case may be. It didn't get just like you said with Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless don't go, but Skip Bayless does shows outside of the studio. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people has sent text messages or confronted him. Even if he's out with it, then and somebody sees, oh, Stephen A., what's that shit you were saying? Like I said, I'm pretty sure everybody get caught slipping at one point in time.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, all I can tell you, I mean, everybody can. You have to, I guess, pick and choose how you want to respond as a man, and whatever you can go to bed and sleep with at night. Cool. If you,
I mean, just for me, it's just speaking for myself. As many times I've been to the go, a lot of people say, "Well, how you go to the go by yourself?" And I'm like, I know people, but no, listen. Like I said, I had one incident, mistaken identity. A nigga snuck me that night when we was in the Brandywine. Nigga snuck me, but I wasn't tripping about it. At the end of the
but
that's what I'm saying.
Marcus, okay, that's cool. But it's real, but exactly. But you skipping around and you just added extra shit that didn't have to be added. Perfect example. What you just said. You have been to a million go-go's by yourself. You know why? Because the energy you put out is not no energy where you feel like you should have to go with 20 people.
But what I'm trying to tell you is you have people who don't like you or what you say or what you do or anything like that. Reason why I don't go to cookouts. I don't go to cookouts because niggas don't get checked or anything like that. I don't go to no cookouts. If it's not my family, I'm not going to no public cookouts, anything like that, because niggas don't get pat down, niggas don't get checked. If somebody got beef with me, if I'm dealing, messing with somebody, I don't do those type of things. I just, the way I move around, that's the way I go about it. So I'm saying somebody caught Joe slipping. I don't get, like I said, just because the way he talk or whatever you saying, that's just like me sitting here talking or, oh, damn, that's the same nigga to deal with, such and such. Anybody can catch you if they trying to.
I hear you. Again, I believe in energy. I believe in the energy people put out. I believe if you put out aggressive energy, people are going to approach you aggressively.
Do you feel you come off aggressive?
No.
Why not? But you yell and you.
But I'm not. But guess what? I'm not yelling and telling nobody to suck my dick neither. talking loud, it don't mean that's just I'm black, nigga. Black people just talk loud. That ain't talking aggressive. I'm just talking. But sitting here telling niggas to suck, literally opening the Frank stand and niggas, that's talking aggressive. You cannot sit here and give like, oh, it's just entertainment. Okay, yeah, and the same shit with King Von and a bunch of other niggas. That's entertainment for them. All right, how that story play out? Rest in peace of King Von. It's 3 years on his death. Like, dog, stop sitting here saying it's just entertainment, nigga. I can hear. I listen to how it, dog. As a man, I'm listening to how you talking to me. If I feel like, oh, you violating me and you talking crazy, all right, when I see you, make sure that you can talk. You dance crazy. That's the difference. Like, that's why I would try to bring up Stephen A. Smith or Shannon Sharpe. No, Shannon Sharpe and Stephen A. Smith are two loud niggas, but they not disrespecting nobody. That's it. You can talk. You can do your job without trying to feel like I got to disrespect people. The same way and then we can, like I said,
but they on a network too. So I'm pretty sure
Shannon Sharpe got both of them got their own YouTube channels.
Yeah, but I don't. Okay.
So you think somebody just because I'm on a network that just because I'm not, I want to disrespect people? Why? That make it more entertaining?
No, what I'm saying is, you don't say certain things, right? You try to, keep cuts loud things down. Well, he might say outside of whatever the case may be. Is different for how he is on the show, right?
I don't know. I don't know these people in real life. I'm just going off of what I hear with my 2 ears and the way you talk. No, you can sit here and you can get your point across without disrespecting people. The same way you can skip Nicki Minaj's husband. And guess what? I'm not mad. Now, after I see the way the weekend played out for you, I understand why people skip the Nicki Minaj conversations. I'm proud of y'all. Shout outs to y'all. I respect it. And shout outs to Khia. And I did see a jump where Khia called out her fans and said that they were broke. Because they wasn't willing to pay $10 to take a picture. I'm not gonna hold you. I wouldn't pay $10 to take a picture with Khia. I'm sorry though. The same. My neck is my back.
Oh, she was trying to charge people to take a picture with her?
Yeah, like at meet and greet. She wanted to charge people $10. She called people out and said,
she doing meet and greet?
I mean, I guess I'm just telling you the headline saying the story that I seen. And it said that she was charging people. She called them out and said they was broke. I'm sure she still do shows. Everybody, I mean, niggas do shows.
One song.
Can't say she got one song. I'm sure she put out an album after that song. In that day and time, if you had one song, I'm sure she put out an album. And she still may put out music today. I don't necessarily know. I don't follow her. I never had followed her. I kind of I know that song and that's it. I really don't even know what she looked like for real. I just watched that video and if she still walked in this room right now, I still wouldn't know what she looked like. So, I mean, I can't tell you, but I know for a fact that she said that she do $10 she do $10 meet and greets and she was just like, people be broke. Like they be wanting free pictures and she like, just give her $10. I ain't gonna hold you. I wouldn't give her $10. I wouldn't do it. It ain't a way you couldn't pay me to do that one. I forgot we just were talking about social media.
It's trash. This Instagram is trash. Social media is trash. Like, no disrespect to the city girls or all that. I love all the female rappers that's rapping right now. But at the end of the day, bro, when you look at it, bro, there's no phenomenal females out here. It's no Madam CJ Walkers. It's no RSPECT. Respect me. It's straight. Oh, what you doing for me? What you doing for me? You want my money. You want me. You want me to pipe you up. There's no respect out here. There's no respect in this rap. It's popularity. Pat Poose drop a freestyle on Instagram that had me shivering. And then to drop a song that had me like, all right, cool. And I'll do the same thing following footsteps. Let me try to drop a song like these. Because if I spit my shit, they're going to be like, oh, we ain't jacking Rowdy. It's too real. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let me get out of this corny world, bro. I'm in a corny world.
Yo, that's
this social media got this.
I wanted to play that. I meant to play that a couple of weeks ago, but I guess it still always kind of go hand in hand. And you do get kind of caught up in the moments of what's just going on social media where you can kind of even allow social media to dictate the way you post or the way you create content or music or whatever the case may be. It's easy to fall down those rabbit holes. And it's just like, you kind of got to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, it's easy to go down a rabbit hole and then you'll never figure out, how did I get here? How did I even get this popularity? And then you kind of be, all right, you go coding. Nobody ain't checking for you no more. Nobody ain't even listening to your music no more. Or nobody ain't doing whatever the case may be. So I do respect him for saying that. I kind of do think it's code for him and Bobby. And the crazy thing is like how many people was geeking for Bobby and Rowdy when they was locked up, free them and this, that, and third. And then they came home and they got super cold. They got super cold and people kind of wasn't checking for them. In other news, shout out to T Grizzly. T Grizzly put out a project. I didn't get to finish all of the T Grizzly. As a matter of fact, and while we talking, but I guess so we can kind of completely close the door on content creators kind of getting caught lacking. Charleston White was asleep in a barbershop and somebody pistol whipped him. People don't know who Charleston White is. What? You just said it's entertainment. What you?
Oh no, I was looking at the score.
Oh, what was the score?
To what?
Whatever you was looking at.
Oh no, the Clippers got blown out.
The Clippers got blown out by the Knicks?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Mm-hmm. No baby was there.
Oh, they gonna kill James Harden. Damn.
Well, I mean, it kind of got close. It's 111-97. That was the final score, but
damn.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have seen that coming. I think that odds on that joint was like plus 300. You could have took the Knicks tonight. Yeah, but like I said, Charleston White got caught slacking at a joint. He got put in the ambulance. Again, you just gotta be careful with the energy you put out. And I remember just talking to Low in Top one time, and I forgot what he was talking about. And it was just like, dog, he be saying some real stuff, but it just like his delivery, he just take it too far sometimes, dog. Like he just be like, to get his point across.
He use guns, right?
Who, Charleston White?
Yeah.
What you mean use guns?
Don't he be talking about the guns and all that? He be using his.
Oh yeah. I mean, he in Texas. He in Texas, and you know it's an open carry state. Yeah, he definitely be talking about guns. Yeah, but he got caught loafing in the barbershop. He said he was taking a nap while he was getting his haircut. And I'm sure any nigga, if you got a good haircut and you sometimes you kind of tag, I can only imagine.
Oh, yeah, I ain't in the shit that long. God damn.
You're crazy. You ain't no, you know how sometimes if you really tired, it don't take you that long to fall asleep. No, you've been nigga, I done fell asleep everywhere. It's not a place
cutting your hair. I'm not falling asleep.
Oh, I done fell asleep in a barber chair a couple times.
Nigga, you're tripping.
I be tired, dog.
Jump and then niggas fuck your shit up.
Yeah, but I'm a hard sleeper, so it ain't no jumping and nothing. I'm just dozing.
I mean, when I get my hair done, I fall. But I'm getting my hair done, and even when they pull my hair, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you're talking about somebody has a clipper to your head and you fall asleep. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, like I said, it was a rough week for content creators. I'm not gonna hold you, but again, I just believe in just the energy you put out, and y'all know me. I just believe in dog.
You might as well talk about Tasha K too.
Oh yeah, Tasha K did. She beat up she looked like she was stomping out a dude.
Yeah, I don't know this shit. I don't.
And real quick, because you can't. The video you really can't see too much, or you could just see it just
on the ground.
Yeah, you see the dude on the ground, but then you see. But then this is the difference between.
Let's see what hurt. Like you.
Yeah, but she caught herself. But look, I'm with you because when she caught herself, because she probably thought, oh, I got heels on. I can't really stomp him out. Like I watched her like pull her foot back, like, ooh, I can stomp him out right now, but I'm not about to do it because I'm going to jail for this.
Niggas trying to get paid. Y'all cool keep playing around. Niggas gonna get paid.
Yeah, you get paid if you got it. If you ain't got it, then what you gonna get paid?
Who? What you mean?
Nigga, Tasha K already beat a $4 million lawsuit, dog.
She ain't beat it.
She ain't beat it, but she ain't paid it neither.
Okay. That's what a lot of people were saying in the day, was making memes. Oh yeah, Tasha K trying to get a reality show on Zeus so she could pay Cardi B.
But I'm just saying she still haven't paid. Dog, look at the game. Google the game. The game that got sued endless times, and he ain't paid none of them Jones. I want to say I think his name just came back up recently because I think they took him back to court because he didn't.
They were talking about Joe and them was talking about it too. About when he beat the nigga.
No, I ain't even talking about that thing. I'm talking about one of them girls. He sued somebody. It was a recent Joan that he sued. Somebody sued him or something, and he had to pay it, and I don't think he paid it yet. Like, so I don't necessarily know how those lawsuit stuff go. I'm sure your account could get froze, but I don't know. I don't know how it works. I ain't seen that type of money, so I don't necessarily know. I can't. It's hard to call that, but yeah. But shout out to Tasha K. She was down definitely in whatever that little Miami podcast, whatever's called down there. She definitely was getting active. She literally, like, I watched her pull her foot back from stomping that dude out worse than what she wanted to. Her foot was literally like at his head, and then she just pulled her leg back, like, nah. Like something came over her, like, dog, if you kick this nigga head with these heels on, it's a done deal for you. You going to jail, buddy. Because you can't stomp somebody out with some goddamn heels on. Talked about Khia. We talked about what happened?
Nah, the post Miami put up.
They won?
Yeah.
Oh, they won by 1 point. I'll get the fuck on somewhere. God damn.
What the hell that mean? It's a win is a win. No matter how many points.
Yeah, Anthony Davis got injured. I'm cool. I don't care.
He got injured when?
In the second quarter. Or maybe it might have been the first.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, I seen him. When I was watching it, he was playing.
What, the first quarter? It couldn't have been after the first quarter.
It was before I came in.
Yeah, it couldn't have been. Y'all both said he got injured.
But what happened to him?
I don't know what it was.
But like at the end of the day, you know, it's funny, right? And again, this is how you know you have a great artist or a special artist. You know, me and Summer will have conversations, and she's just like, I'm like, yo, Summer, why'd you make that decision? Like, why did you do that? Or like, why did you, you know, date that guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, was like, I really be like trying to understand her perspective. And she's just like, I need something to write about. Damn. And I was just like, oh, like, you are an artist. You live vicariously through your art. She's like, yeah, it's my diary. Right. So it's just like trying to manage an artist or trying to like keep an artist from not like going off the deep end, but still like doing what they need to do to get their material that's the hard part, right? Because like at the end of the day, like, you know, a lot of great artists have muses, and that's just kind of how she looks at it, right? And she lives unapologetic.
Shout out to Summer Walkers. I'm not gonna lie. I guess even doing this, sometimes you be needing like even experiences for like bad or for worse. You kind of need them sometimes just so you can have a unique space to speak from. So it's just not a topic driven. Like I won't forget that. Like it was that 2022? It might have been 2022. And I remember it was like probably around this time. And I was talking to damn, I give Scorpios that praise. I did. I remember that. But anyway, I went to a trip. I went up to New York, go visit this girl. She's from Cali. And we just was our mutual place we used to meet was in New York. And it didn't play in my favor. And I remember that very next episode when I came home, me and Floyd was recording together and we was talking about it. And I was just literally, but I was just like that unique experience and just even how it all played out. Like how she was just working OD on the computer while we was there. And it was just like, and it made me laugh because I'm like, I do the same stuff to other people. So I can't really be mad when you get a dose of your own reality. But like I said, it's just sometimes you need those little situations to happen.
Hold on. What?
Nigga, she was from Cali. I live here. For her, and so she came.
She was on this side.
She was like on business. She went up to New York. She's like, "Hey, you want to meet me in New York? Whatever case may be." Yeah, and it just didn't play out in my favor. And I got my black ass back on the bus and came back from New York.
What? Oh, well, because she wasn't showing you that.
No, it just like the chemistry was just off.
How was the conversation though?
The conversation leading up to it was fire, but it was just like while she was there, it was just like, bro, it's supposed to be your birthday, and you kind of was just like glued still to your computer and like was just still like working or whatever the case may be. And realistically, I'm not gonna hold you. After I really thought about it, I fell asleep with my phone open. So I'm thinking like, I wonder did she ever really just go look through my phone?
So you fucked up, maybe.
I might have. I don't know because I remember now.
That didn't just sound right. Like.
No, even you know what's so crazy, and I swear, but I never even asked, and which I probably, and realistically, sometimes
that didn't sound right. That's why when you said, I'm like, hold up, nigga, you went up there, and shit ain't playing in your favor. You came back home, something ain't sound right.
So no, but listen to what I'm saying, and you asked, but I never asked, and I should have. And then the crazy thing, and you know what's so funny? At that time, she don't got a podcast no more, but at that time she had one, and she never even talked about. Like why it didn't, like she just acknowledged, oh yeah, I was talking to this dude from Maryland, boom, boom, but she never even explained like why. But I read just me, a dude, of course we talking about a male ego again. I'm not asking why you just whatever, kid. Well, cool, I'm gonna take my L, I'm gonna go talk about it on my show. I don't care. Let me use it for content. So that's why I respect Summer Walker for that. Like I
get it. I mean, that makes great R&B and great music all the time.
And then of course, even when we talking about just comparing the Jeezy to the Lady London situation, it's just like. Y'all know I'm not a huge R&B person, but if I can get a R&B vibe mixed with some hip hop, and that's to me, that's what the Lady London situation is. It's like she has a great tone of voice, where it's like just it's that soft R&B, like almost like damn near like poetry sounding voice, where she can sit here and talk to an audience, and it's just like it's just relatable. Like I'm comparing it to Jeezy, and I'm like, dog, I'm a diehard Jeezy fan. It was just eating me up, like, and it almost made me. 2 days made me question like myself even over the weekend. It was just
I think it's you though. What you like you say, what are you listening to? How you listening to it? I think with you, your expectation is still for Jeezy is just, I want to trap or die.
I know, because we talked about that last week.
But when we say but growth, even the album that he put out before, you said it wasn't all that. When it was probably not even a year ago, when me, you, and Bella was talking about it, and y'all was like, it was a couple of little tracks on it. Like I said, your expectation for him is not the same as when it was trap or die. So I get, like I said, I think I like this joint. Listen to it. That was a solid project. I like it.
You know the crazy thing is where I'm not even comparing him. I'm not looking for old Jeezy because he got like he literally just put out 13 mixtapes. If you're looking for old Jeezy, you can literally go listen to it on Apple Music. Like it's not that, and which I have, but I'm even comparing him to.
But I'm not
his counterpart is Yo Gotti. And I said this a million times on here. I believe that if I'm comparing Jeezy, Gotti, Boosie, T.I., let's say those four, Yo Gotti has elevated and stayed relevant, still having a young sound. When I hear Yo Gotti, it still sound fresh. It still sound new.
But have Yo
excited.
Gotti put out an album? A solo project?
Yeah, what you mean?
Like, what was his last one?
The John with what's it recently just came out, but it was what's it? The Fake Love John was on there.
Was that the one with DJ Drama?
Yeah, the John with DJ Drama. Yeah.
Okay.
And then he put out one. He put out that one where it was a double disc. It was an all white background, and he had he was leaning on the black Rolls Royce like right after Young Dolph passed. He pushed the album back like maybe like a month after Dolph passed, and then he put it out. And then that very first song, he was coming out talking about that whole situation on the album. So he did put out 2 albums in recent time, but that last one with DJ Drama was his more recent drama. So when I'm comparing Jeezy, even when T.I. dropped his, I'm going to see where they stand in still like for that group of people, like where it was that like Yo Gotti to me, his sound is just always elevated. But I guess to kind of tie back into what I was saying about over the weekend, and I'm going back and forth trying to listen to Jeezy, throwing a little T Grizzly in there, but I keep finding myself heavy on the Lady London, and I'm like, I'm not even in no relationship, but the music, and I guess that's when, I can't be mad at people who do a lot of dating content, because I feel like you can always find yourself taking pieces of it where you can relate to. And I think listening to that Lady London John, like I'm just hearing little clever lines she say, and I'm just looking at myself like, damn, she going crazy right now. She talking that talk where it just kind of make you like, it don't make you want to be booed up. It just make you think about different little situations that you may have had in your life. Where it's like with the Jeezy John, it's just like, bro, I hope I ain't got no haters like this. I kind of just don't care. Like I couldn't do it 29 songs though. You made it all 29?
Yeah, I listened to the whole thing.
Yeah, you crazy.
But I didn't know Lady London put out something. Because like I said, looking at it, I didn't, until you just said something, when I seen that, until I just went back on it, I just started following Lady London. But like I said, I didn't know she put out an album. Because I was looking for, I thought Lola Brooks' joint was coming out this week. Because I saw her, they was like the little coming soon joint. I thought her joint was coming out.
Let that joint load up. Well, you keep talking though, because I mean, we still on the YouTube. So.
Yeah, that's why I say I looked at that, and I saw the rap shit joint.
I didn't even listen to rap. I seen the rap shit joint, but I didn't even listen to that yet. When that come back out? That come out this week, right? I think I seen them post it come out Thursday.
What, the show?
Yeah. I want to say I think come back on Thursday. How long have you been friends? Who? Nah, he ain't played the last couple games. Who? He kicked it out. What happened to LeBron?
The game went in. They had the ball at the last second. He kicked it out to somebody. I don't know who that was. They shot it.
You ready? Soldier boy. Again, don't forget this episode is brought to y'all by shopsweezy.com. Make sure y'all get y'all new merch, hat, hoodies, sweatpants, t-shirts, whatever you're looking for, they got it.
What, a month?
So under the right circumstance, would you ever let him hit?
Then Definitely. I would. Under the right circumstance, yeah.
How about you, the other way around?
That's neither here nor there.
Well, she just solidified it.
She said what? What'd you say? Let me know what I can say.
I said that I would let you hit under the right circumstances.
Oh yeah, under the right circumstances, yeah. Under the right circumstances.
Well, why'd you wait for her response before you gave yours?
Because I don't know how much information I could put out there.
So y'all are in the talking
Yeah, very early on.
So why would you call each other friends?
I feel like you got to be friends first before you take that next level. Because also, to be honest, like I don't know him. So it's like.
Well, have you ever needed to know a guy to sleep with him?
I've done it on the first night. I'm grown as fuck.
So why are you guys taking your time now?
It's a matter of. I let this nigga hit. I let this nigga hit. I really can't keep. We've already fucked. Really, I don't feel like lying. I already fucked him, and that honestly, it was fine. It was great. I had a great time, and honestly, we're friends and we chilling.
How long have you?
I don't even know why I played it. I just seen the clip come down the timeline. I thought it was about to be something. It absolutely really was nothing. I can't even give you no real comment back on that. But real quick, I guess the crazy thing is, and I don't have mixed feelings on this. I'm gonna double down on this 1,000,000 times, 20 times different. Ruby Rose posted a picture on her Twitter timeline, and P. Kelly wrote up under her jump. People who don't know who P. Kelly is, it is Paul Pierce, goddamn R. Kelly's fucking younger brother. So Lil Duval sit here and said it's crazy. Y'all so hypocritical because y'all champion the Young Miami Diddy relationship, but y'all getting mad at Paul Pierce for shooting his shot at Ruby Rose. So let me just tell y'all the age real quick because I see Marcus already over there making his faces. Paul Pierce is 46, Ruby Rose is 26. That is a 20-year age gap. And for people who are new to this program, I firmly stand on I can barely talk to people in a 10-year age gap from me. I know for a fact it's nothing for me and a 20-year-old that can relate to. I cannot, dog, I'm not even nowhere near 46, and I can't have a real conversation with somebody 26 years old. Is crazy unless they are just like on some super intelligent stuff. So for me, with Paul Pierce, you're old enough to be this child's father, and you sitting here saying my crush, like, come on, Paul, get out of here, horny dad. And this episode ain't brought to you by horny dad, but Paul Pierce is a horny dad.
I hate you, big dog.
So again, like I said, Lil Duval said that's crazy how women were bashing Paul Pierce. Hey, I'm not a woman, far from it, and I get a lot of cheeks. And I'm sorry, I stand firmly on, bro. It's nothing. A 20 age gap, though, it's nothing we can relate about. And you know
what are you trying to do? You're not trying to build a relationship. You crushing on her. You want to fuck. We just saying but earlier we was talking about niggas want to fuck. So I'm confused.
Dog, get some cheeks your age, dog.
With cheeks, what age? 47? What cheeks your age you about to say and holler at? Come on, Mikey. Come on. Stop it.
Stop what?
Nigga, do you tell people your age?
Yes. What are you talking about, nigga? I don't sit here and they never seen me with talk to nobody that younger than me. Maybe at the max 3 years. Though I'm not having talked to no bunch of she 10 years, 15 years younger than me. Nigga, you stupid?
Okay.
What? Name one if you think you know one.
I don't know any.
So,
I'm asking, do you tell people your age?
So that's my point. Like I said, if I stand firmly that I won't talk to somebody 20 years younger than me, it's insane.
Your lowest you go is 3 that you deal with somebody.
No, I could probably, if you're talking about 10, and she got to be an elite conversational at 10 years.
But and
I don't even think it's that.
So my question, would you talk to Ruby Reds? Would you hit Ruby Reds?
I would hit her, but I wouldn't bun her.
Well, you shouldn't be looking at her either.
Nigga, I'm nowhere near. I'm closer to her age than he is.
No, you're not.
Nigga, are you dumb?
What you just said? She's 26.
Yes.
And you said you won't do 10 years, right?
Nigga, I got her about 13 years. What's your point?
So what are you saying? You just said you wouldn't do it, right? 10 years. That's your limit. You see, again, and he's 20. Right. So I'm asking you, would you hit? But you said, oh, yeah, I would hit her.
No, because she's Ruby Rose. Nigga, would I bun her? No.
I don't think he's trying to bun her. We've seen Paul Pierce several times. I don't think he's trying to save anything.
Guess what? I mean, I can't sit here and say that, nigga. I ain't seen him with a bunch of women.
I've seen him with he got fired from ESPN for having strippers in there.
Time out. So slow down. Okay, we have a real conversation.
Let's go. Let's have a real conversation.
So, are you sitting here saying seeing some nigga with a girl and niggas with prostitutes is the same thing?
Is Ruby Reyes in a relationship?
I don't know. I'm not following her dating status. I don't know.
So what are you saying?
I'm sitting here saying if Paul Pierce got a chance at her, he's just tricking off a bag. He's basically about to be a trick. That's
right.
it.
So what? I mean, I don't understand. What is the problem? That's what he was trying to do. Right? If an older man is trying to talk to a younger woman, he's trying to spend the money, right?
Hey, listen to what I'm telling you again. For men, 2024, bro. I want y'all to want better for yourself, dog. I'm not, dog. Dog, 20.
This is from Mikey right now.
Cause nigga, I'm not trying to, dog. You know why? Because the more I work on myself, and I'm not even talking about mental, I'm talking about physically. The more I feel like I can get up under some weight, I could do. The last time I got under the bench press, sometime last week, it was 245. I'm not paying for no pussy, dog. I don't want to be 46 years old and still got to pay for coochie. I'm sorry, dog. In 2024, I want better for men. Paul Pierce, you are a trick. You got fired for being a trick. You lost a job at ESPN for being a trick. You should have been hung it up. I'm not sitting here trying to be a trick. I'm sorry. I'm not condoning men trying to date women 20 years their senior. I'm not dating somebody that I could have been their father. That's crazy.
So then what'd you say to the women that's trying to talk to the men that's older than them?
You're trifling. I said this a million times. This ain't nothing new. This ain't the first time you heard me say this.
No,
this ain't gonna be the last time you heard me say this.
You get on the men, but what do you say about the women?
You trifling. And guess what? And guess what? This streak go two ways. Two things is gonna happen. Women who want to talk to older dudes, 9 times out of 10, guess what happened? The dudes that's close to your age don't value you the way you are. So now let me go talk to an older man so he could he cool with tricking on me, or he think I'm a little bit sexy. Yeah, because I'm 20 years younger than him. But if you're in your 30s and you talking to somebody close to pushing their 50s, bro, what are we doing? Because you know why? Because niggas in your age group don't find you. You're not the it girl in your age group. And and that goes vice versa for men or women. That's not no difference. Paul Pierce ain't him.
What's Bernice?
She in her 40s.
Okay.
What? So what's your question?
No, no, with her and Jaylen Brown, that's the same. Ain't it the same?
I don't know. I don't know how old Jaylen Brown is.
I think he's early 20. I don't think he's even 25 yet.
Yeah, but I hope he ain't about what you.
No, I was just
okay,
no,
but you know, but two things. But let's be clear.
No, an older woman can talk to a younger man, right?
No, real quick, just because you about to confuse me. Two things for sure. When we talk about conversational pieces, we talking about intellectually smart. Jaylen Brown, and no disrespect to Bernice, bro. Jaylen Brown is 100 times smarter than Bernice. Let's just be clear. We've all heard Jaylen Brown speak on super deep issues. Jaylen Brown ain't a 26-year-old kid. Jaylen Brown has got like a brain of like a 40-year-old man. So I'm not about to say it's a huge difference. Like, and that's like I said, I ain't never even listened to a Ruby Rose interview, so I'm not trying to sit here and trash her or nothing. But like I said, it's dog that 20-year-old age gap, dog, it get real crazy. So I mean, I'm just not a fan of it. Never have been, never will be. I even feel like sometimes where it's like 20 is crazy. Everything, I ain't even gonna lie, dog.
Oh no, he's 27. He is 20. I thought he was 25. He's 27.
Yeah, he's 27, but he ain't a kid. He don't carry himself like a kid. That man carry himself like a grown man. When he talk, the issues he talk about, he ain't talking about no kid stuff. He ain't talking about, I'm trying to get a feature with Lil Baby. This nigga talking about he trying to bring Black Wall Street back. Like, we can't compare the two. Like, we ain't comparing that Paul Pierce situation to Jaylen Brown ain't Ruby Rose. Sorry. And that's just my only point. Even when we talking about just the age gap of dating, it's just what are you going to communicate? Like, if we talking about just some one night stand, okay, Paul Pierce, cool. He going to be a trick. He going to pay the bag to sit here and sleep with Ruby Rose, cool. Or try to get her attention. He going to have to trick off some bread. Because she already told y'all that's the stance that she taking in on dating. If you ain't got no money, she ain't got no time for you.
Right. So all he did was say, crushing on it.
Yeah, I'm just cool. That's what I'm saying. You can mentally have your opinions of like, oh yeah, cool, she look good. Like, but I'm not about to sit here on social media and be like, oh, I'm crushing on you. Bro, it's 2023. When the last time you did a woman crush Wednesday?
He didn't do it when he just.
I don't matter. When's the last time you wrote that on somebody's page? I'm not writing, oh, I'm crushing on you. Like, what? That's the Paul Pierce. Yo, you writing that. Let me know you don't get no cheeks, dog. Pay for a poppy. That's what his name is. Like, come on, man. What we doing? Like, stop, dog. You out here giving niggas a lot of hallway passes today. I ain't here for it, dog. I ain't giving
nobody hallway passes. What?
These niggas got to tighten up, killer.
Hey, big dog.
I'm just telling you the truth. I'm not. Let's guess what I'm not. Only way you can catch me off guard, and I don't know if we shooting shots on social media, and then you figure. But guess what? You will eventually figure out when you.
But that's what I'm saying. So if he didn't know how old she
no,
was,
he know.
Okay.
You know she ain't been out long enough for you to dog. She wasn't.
Nigga, ain't none of these Instagram models been out long enough. So that's that's what I'm just trying to figure out. So then what you supposed to shoot at? Fucking Cherokee and Pinky? What the fuck are you supposed to shoot at?
He looked like he What's the Paul
other
Pierce looked like he belonged. He should be told. He should shoot his shot at Cherokee and Pinky. Nigga, Paul Pierce ain't the sexiest looking man in the world. Like, what are we talking about, dog?
I didn't know niggas had to be sexy as long as you got money.
And that's what's wrong with America now, though. Make America great again. When my man coming back? Sick of you niggas.
Here's the rule. Your main chick, your wife, your girlfriend,
Off limits.
special work, off limits.
Off limits. Special
Off
work.
limits. So
special work.
let us know who special work is. That means, your special work.
If you didn't see her more than twice,
Franchise
special
tag.
work. If you didn't-
Your franchise tag.
Your favorite eater.
Yeah, your favorite.
Don't lose your favorite eater.
So those are protected. Whoa. After that,
Yeah.
up for grabs.
Yeah.
So if you violated and hit somebody's special work, we trying to get you off the team.
no, but
Like, we don't want you no more.
no, but
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, here's the rule.
Again, for people who don't know what they was talking about, you can't shoot. You know the crazy. You can't shoot your. Basically, they were saying you can't shoot your shot at if you're a teammate or a partner or whatever the case may be at somebody's work that you know for a fact that they kind of got feelings for. If you didn't been with this woman more than 2 or 3 times, you got feelings for her. She off limits. And I do respect that for the workplace. Like if this is workplace scenarios, I do respect it. Now, if we talking about not even just workplace, even if it's just a homie, like we real friends, like we
Hold up, and you married and you have a girl, right?
What you mean?
That's what they was basically saying. Like what he said, like those are the ones you don't shoot at. So 9 out of 10, most athletes, but you married, you got a girlfriend, but you talking about your side work. I can't shoot my shot at her.
I ain't know that's what they talking. They were just saying just dating in general.
No, that's what they talking about. He said if you see her at the game more than once, nigga, Gilbert was married.
I don't think Gilbert was bringing regular women to the jump while he was married.
You said you saw Gilbert dropping off in the neighborhood. He was married then.
He was married when he played for the Wizards? No,
Yes.
I don't think so.
Yes, he was.
I don't think Gilbert Arenas was married then. Nah, he was moving too. He couldn't have been married then.
Okay.
Hell, I'm gonna tell you why I know he wasn't. He don't
How
got
old is
kids
his
that
kids?
old. His kids in high school. He don't got kids that old.
They in high school? What do you mean? How old is that?
This was like 06, 07.
Right. Nigga. That's what? 14? How old is that?
Marcus, are you slow?
No. Oh,
You
hold
would
up.
be-
What is
if
his-
you
what
was
is-
in
what-
school-
no, what is his?
Yes,
what is
nigga,
his
you would
daughter-
have
what is
grown
his daughter-
kids.
What is his daughter the oldest or his son?
Ain't none of them out of high school yet. They all still in high school.
Right. So okay. So me being out of school is about to be 20 years. Yeah. So okay. So right. If you talking about then, yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna put that on this jacket. I mean, we can Google it in a second, but right while we record right now, I ain't putting that on Gilbert jacket. So I ain't.
But even still saying that, okay, what you're saying, right? They're off limits because you see me with them, but they're not your mate. They're not your girl, right? A lot of y'all niggas be claiming a lot of chicks, but you won't move the same way if a chick do it to you.
What you mean?
No, I'm saying a lot of niggas will claim females, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if it like, oh yeah, that's mine, right? You can't talk to her; she off limits because you're
Mhm.
seeing her around me. But you got a main girl,
Mm-hmm.
you got a girlfriend, but that's your side chick.
But-
And you saying she's off limits.
Yeah, but you can't. What you trying to police my wood, nigga? Don't. What do that mean? That's still my side could still be my. I'm not listening to what I'm saying. I'm the whole time.
Don't play fair.
Whole time listen to what I'm saying. I don't real quick because I do feel like you gotta, and we can slow down or we could put this into this conversation with the Meg situation because and it's so crazy where, and that's why I do think sometimes where it's like it get tricky when you had like these type of conversations or you just even bring up relationship stuff. So let's I guess just digest that one bar in the Meg song. If y'all haven't heard the new Meg Thee Stallion song, Cobra, go listen to it. But anyway, of course she had a bar in a song where she basically sit here and said that she didn't never say the ex name, but she basically said, I caught you getting head in the bed where I lay my head. So of course, all the blogs said put 2 and 2 together. This was party, whatever the case may be, and people ran with it. I even ran with it. I got a TikTok joint on there now doing numbers off of that situation. But the first thing the women run, and because in my mind, y'all know how I praise Meg, so I'm looking at it like how you cheat on Meg Thee Stallion. So the crazy thing is though, there were women who was getting them in my comment section and even in my DM. A homegirl of mine, like I didn't even say homegirl, like a XX a long time ago, DM me was like, you must don't know the girl that he cheated with. She sent me like whatever the girl name is, Jada Kingdom or whatever. She DM me the girl picture. She like, shit, I give him a pass. I understand. I couldn't turn that down. And I'm just like, that's crazy. And I get it. The video she sent me of that girl, I was like, I get it, but I don't get it. Cause it's just like, it's still Meg, dog.
What did I have to do with it? She ain't God. Everybody get cheated on, nigga.
No, but this so get us okay. So you sound just like some of the women who was in my comment section. And the first thing, so slow down, hold on, let me finish this, and you can say whatever you want. So a woman was like, "Oh yeah, all men cheat. It don't matter." So yeah, you have exactly what you said. So Meg ain't above the law getting cheated on. And I told this woman, I said, "Slow down." I said, "All men don't cheat." Because I'm a man. I made this post, and guess what? I have never done in my life. I ain't never cheated. Sorry, I don't know.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Listen to what I'm saying. I don't know what to tell y'all because guess what? I could
But
literally.
he's single.
So what do that mean?
Well, then what happened? If you never cheated, they cheated on you?
Not to my knowledge.
Well, then what the hell happened?
No, you whole time or something. You said so. You tell.
No, I'm asking if you said you never cheated, right? And
Mhm.
they didn't cheat on you. So then how did the relationship go bad? If you a perfect man, you a good
but
man.
that don't listen to time. Not cheating don't make you perfect. Just because I never cheated, that don't make me perfect.
So why would a woman leave you if you didn't cheat?
Maybe because we kept bumping heads on other issues. We talked about it. Even
No, I know.
I'm gonna just give you an example. I'm gonna give you an example. So just for Shorty that I called a couple weeks, the ex that I called a couple weeks ago on the pod, I told you our beef where we was bumping heads at, where we had a fallout was when we went to Disney World. And it was just that whole little situation about just with the kid situation or just that relationship. And me even challenging her at that time on her relationship with her kid, that she felt a way about that. So
and
that,
but okay, I understand that part, right? You challenging the way she raised her kid, right? That's her kid. That's not your kid.
Of course.
That's the way she raised her kid.
For sure.
But even still, if I left you because of that, then obviously I didn't want to be with you from the beginning. Because that you said that's just one situation. You saying I just stopped dealing with you because of that? That math ain't math.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, but for some people, it just necessarily that could be
So
some
that's
people.
what I'm
That's some
saying.
people.
So
Whole time that could be some people's deal breaker. That some people may not be up for. Like you said, that's not my kid. So some people may not be up for you challenging how they raise their child. You ain't me and you ain't married. We ain't had no kid together.
Right. I hear that part, but here's my thing. If you chose to be on this trip, right? You chose to come out here with us.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been around the kid before? Or this your first time?
No, I've been around the kid before.
Right. So how we operate prior to that, right? You should know how it is. So that's what I'm just saying. That might have just been destroyed back. Like I said, you probably was complaining about other things, and it just all right. Enough is enough. I'm not dealing with it no more. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. For you to say you never cheated and no female never cheated on you. So my question is, so then what goes wrong? Because you say you're a faithful man. You do this. You provide.
But listen, what I'm saying though, again, but that doesn't still minus if you bump heads on. That is a big deal, dog. If somebody question how you raise your kids, some people not taking that lightly. Nigga, I know you're not gonna take it lightly. So I don't. You making it like that's nothing, nigga. That's something to a lot of people.
But for me to tell me that I'm not going to deal with you no more because my kid. I mean, because you question.
Listen to what I'm telling you. But I'm not gonna call her again. But I swear to God, I can call her right now. That was her thing. Like that was dog. Some questioning somebody.
She just answered your phone call, so it
yeah.
can't be
But so that's my point. It's not because of course. Listen to real. Like I said, I've talked about that on here. We have had come in her have conversations after that. When she said, "Dog, you was right on some of the stuff you said." But at that moment, she didn't feel that way. But after time goes on, and you start to become more comfortable in your skin of the way you're raising your kid, you and your kid start to have a better relationship, and you can kind of look back on certain things and was like, you were absolutely right. No,
so that's what I'm saying. So maybe then you jumped into a relationship premature. That's what I'm trying to get at. If you telling me I did not cheat, I did not cause no wrong, right? But because I challenged you on the way the way your kids go about, then that's something. All right, well, I need to check such and such, right? Well, maybe all right, I need to cut you back from you seeing me with my kid. That don't stop me and you. My kid and you don't have nothing to do with it. I'm dealing with you.
But time out. So you're absolutely right. Listen to it, and that's how I felt. But at her mind at that time, because realistically, and this is just, and we here, so we might as well just talk about it. At that time, she was coming off of a relationship. In her mind, she always thought, if my kid don't like the person, we can't build. And the relationship she was coming out of previously, her child had an amazing relationship with her last 2 boyfriends. So she looking at it like this. So if you and my child can't have that same type of relationship, it's not going to be lasting. So what she learned from out of that relationship, and that's what, of course, why she can answer the phone for me now when I call, was realistically, I shouldn't be dating my kids' approval. You don't really fucking matter. Especially the older she get, the less she in that house, the less that y'all even gonna see each other. But at that time, if you coming from out of 2 previous relationships where those men fit in like damn near like a replacement dad, and that ain't how I was fitting in, of course you just want to bump some head because you're still comparing and contrasting.
So then that's my question. So so then what went wrong with those? So maybe they might have cheated, right? So that's probably why those didn't work. But that's why I'm just saying with you, if you're telling me the only reason why you not with her no more because you challenged her parenting, it just don't sound right. You might have been saying some other things that probably built up to it, and then that just might have like, all right, enough is enough. That's my only thing. Like I said, you can't. If you cheated, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Then you lost your trust. But for you to sit here and challenge the way you're parenting, or I feel like you're not doing the right thing, you need to snap. I don't feel like that's a deal breaker.
But that may be not a deal breaker for you, but everybody got their own different deal breakers.
Right, but that's what but nigga, you went to Disney World. You spent money. So for you to sit here and say you took the time out, spent money, did all this, and I'm not about to sit here and walk away like, oh no, this is it. Hell no.
So that's what I'm saying. I hear what you saying, but then 2 things was for certain. What your deal breakers is different, and then 2, you have to remember who you're talking to. You are talking to the nonchalant king. No, I didn't.
So that's why I say it was more to it.
No, but that was the it. Just so after that argument blow up, nigga, I'm gonna have a I don't give a F attitude, and then you gonna sit here and feel some type of way because you still feeling some type of way about me challenging you on your parenting, and we getting in an argument on that. And I think realistically, and I just because I felt like I done talked about this enough, I think even the episode with Love Jack, I think me and her went like verbatim the words that I said. I can't really remember everything on the top of my head right now, but I know for a fact I wasn't mad at her for her response because I can't be mad because I know what she was looking for, and that was something that she doubled down on a lot of times when she said how important that was. That relationship between whatever man she dating and her child, that was important to her. So if that for me and that kid never caught that bond, and then I question you on your parenting, I'm not mad at her for feeling some type of way and wanting to call it quits. And then I can't be mad at me sitting here saying, dog, I'm just me. So, all right, cool. And at that time, I really wasn't posting on social media. And that's something that I would recommend to everybody. Bro, don't not stop posting on social media because you get into a relationship unless y'all about to get married. Because I do feel like a lot of times people always, especially women, I think I talked about this before, where women be like, I hate dudes who be on social media all the time. Yeah, because you want a nigga to not realize, like understand how other women may value him out here in the real world. Because if you don't post it, like unless you go out, like some dudes, y'all may go out, you may go to the bar. The case may be the same way I tell dudes where you need that dose of testosterone. You probably won't get it if you don't go to the gym. Because where else realistically can men get a healthy dose of testosterone if you don't go to the gym or if you don't play no sports? Like if you ain't doing no pickup games or you ain't playing football with your home, whatever the case may be. If you have no type of athletic activities, you never really have nowhere to pick up any extra testosterone. So even just for people, this is for man or woman, I would recommend to everybody, don't sit here and go cold on your social media. Because when you go cold on your social media, and that's something that happened to me maybe like once or twice, definitely in that relationship, and maybe even in the one right after that, it was just like you stop posting so much, so you kind of feel like, oh, this is it. This is the only person who's checking for me because I don't go out, I don't go nowhere. So if you don't get that interaction, you don't get them people flirting in your DMs or under your comment section, you kind of just, you like think this is the only person right now. I'm cold to the world. And I've been there and that happened to me. So that's why I want this, that when people get off the, oh, I don't want to, yeah, cool. You don't want to do it on social media, and baby, I'm not for you. I'm sorry.
Like I said, I would just wonder, because like I said, if you say you never cheated, you know, where did it go wrong then?
I mean, I just told you where it went wrong. And like I said, everybody have their own boundaries. Everybody have their own red flags on just, man, where their deal breakers may be. And you can't really, it's hard to question people on what their deal breakers are because that's their deal breakers. That's why people always ask the same way when you ask somebody, hey, what's your love language? Everybody going to have different opinions on those topics and that's why those topics are so hot and people get so crazy about them in the comment section. I think realistically, even how we got here, it was just a off the Meg Thee Stallion situation, because I just don't believe like it's hard. Like even I'm just thinking business wise, to me it ain't smart to cheat on Meg Thee Stallion, because like, yeah, cool, that girl may look better or maybe fatter than Meg, but like you can't give her no hit record. Like you can sit here and alley-oop with Meg and y'all can sit here and be like Cardi and Offset.
But that's my thing. Are you really chasing that though?
I mean, he's a ghostwriter. He in the business. He in the music
he's
business.
in the business, but I don't think his business is gonna stop. People gonna still pay you for your service. So that's why. Yeah,
but I don't know how good he is at it neither.
So okay, all right.
Because his breakout was Cardi B.
Right. So my thing is, even with you saying, well, how can you cheat on Meg Thee Stallion? But Meg Thee Stallion been with a lot of different people, and none of them wifed her or bundled her up. So that's my thing is just like, all right, well let's say the shit trash. It's not even all that. She might have used her teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like just because she looked good don't mean her sex is good, right?
So that would be a deal breaker for you?
What?
If the sex is off.
Would that be a deal breaker?
Yeah.
Would that stop you from seeing others?
No, would you not, are you saying if the sex is trash, you won't be faithful in a relationship? Is that what you're saying?
Or that will make me seek other new options? Yes.
So you wouldn't be faithful in a relationship if the sex is trash?
Yes.
Oh yeah, me and you two different people. It's not that deep. It's just not. Like, bro, I'm and again, and this ain't me just sitting here saying something for the mic, bro. I literally, my brain just in a completely different space right now, and I have ran my lap. I feel like, and I'm not one of those people trying to over exaggerate. Just like bro, I'm cool. Like I didn't hit enough joints.
Like, I hear you saying you hit enough joint, but let's say okay, the sex is trash, but then she playing big boy you. Oh no, I paid for this, I paid for that, right? That don't make you cheat either.
What you mean? Well, you said
like if she like you said she was the breadwinner, right? You needed her for another hit, right? So let's say she was popping her shit. That's not gonna make you step out. You gonna tolerate it?
I mean, I wouldn't want to tolerate somebody trying to demasculate me and trying to little boy me. And I don't necessarily know if that's what was happening in their relationship, but let's just say if that was the case, is like, I mean, sometimes that's what you kind of sign up for when you sit here dating a woman who's above your tax bracket.
No, because that's what I'm saying. Because you what you're saying is she shouldn't have been cheated on because her looks, right? And the money she has.
Not even, I mean, that and just her looks and the money, just the status, all that. I feel like, bro, and I could be wrong because I get it. I'm certain there's some dudes out here where they may feel like you do, and it's like I ain't nobody above getting cheated on. I don't sign up to that math. Like that math ain't for me. I don't agree with that. I feel like some women is above cheating on. I'm not gonna cheat on nobody. Probably if it's that deep and I'm tired of you, I'm just gonna call it quits. I'm good for it. I'm good for going.
Tory played with fire. So some not right.
I mean, maybe, I don't know. I can't sit here and say that. Like, I don't necessarily know, because what if you found out all these niggas like to get pounded, like to get their booty tapped into? Like, I don't know, dog. You can't, like, I can't sit here and say that, because for one man might say some trash and the next nigga might be like, oh, this is the greatest shit on earth.
You're absolutely right about that. But that's my thing. But that's what I'm saying. For you to come out and say, I can't believe you cheated on Meg. But like I said, we don't know how Meg is besides her music. We don't know how she is relationship-wise. But sure. my only thing is, if you saying she's dealt with several different men, right? Establishment, right? But even you take the Tory Lanez situation, he was fucking with you and the best friend and was about to spin the block with the Jenner daughter. So but that could be just what I'm saying is, and where I don't feel like that can't be a knock on the woman, because I feel like that could just be a horny nigga, dog. You could just be super horny. Like some dudes ain't never satisfied. So that's what I'm saying. But for you to just jump out like, well, how could you cheat on her? Niggas do. That's my thing. Is just like, what makes her so like she can't be cheated on?
Oh, let this upload.
Boy, the NFL needs some explaining to do.
Wow, what happened?
I'm just it was like what, 2 Achilles torn?
Oh I I was wondering how that happened. I thought I was tripping. I'm like, dog, god damn, how many niggas gonna tear their Achilles? Like I thought it was Kirk Cousins. Now that with Daniel Jones.
It was somebody else too.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who the other person was. Who was the other person?
It was somebody else yesterday. It was somebody else that tore it.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head.
The
But
NFL gotta do something about that.
It do get crazy. Like
He's making too much money.
Yeah, for it just to keep like it, and it is happening like extremely too often. Like, and especially even for somebody like Kirk Cousins and Daniel Jones, like they not even super mobile quarterbacks. Like they ain't even trying to pull it down and run. So it just be like for this just to be like random, it just keep happening. I forgot who the other player was. I want to say it might have been like a defensive player or something.
It was. I think it was.
Damn, yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. I do agree with you on that one. The NFL got. Yeah, that's nuts. I probably lost endless bread tonight too.
Well, who'd you bet on?
I bet on the Lakers. I won't say who else I bet on. I bet on the Lakers. As a matter of fact, I think I bet on the Spurs, but I ain't betting nothing crazy with the Spurs anyway. I think I bet like $5 on the Spurs. You ready? We can finish what we was talking about. Go back to the. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I just don't feel like every I don't feel like everybody should be cheated on, and I feel like sometimes every dude appetite is just niggas just be too horny and be too hungry, just like geeking. Like, and even for like the Tory Lane situation, it's like, okay, like you said, okay, he went from Kelsey, then he went to Meg, and he was trying to shoot his shot at Kylie Jenner, and it's just like, that's just somebody who he all over the place. And I can't even be mad at him because even just shooting your shot at the Kylie Jenner, like, let's just sit here and say if we was keeping it just like on some bird talk, on some gold digging. I mean, he kind of was dating up every time. I'm gonna go from Meg friend to get Meg, and then I'm gonna go from Meg to Kylie Jenner. Like, that's an upgrade. Like, I ain't about to sit here, and I ain't saying in looks, but we just talking about financially in the pocket situation. Each one of those women is a huge difference in their financial stability. So, I mean, if that's what he kind of, or even their status, like him putting his name attached to it, it kind of pipe him up a lot more. So, but still, it's just like, I be feeling like sometimes a lot of people, you cheat because it's just like, your brain all over the place. You still trying to figure out shit. You still just geeking for any and everything. I stand firm. I don't believe all men cheat. I can stand on that hill.
I'm not saying every man cheat or all men cheat, but I'm just saying what makes me stop the desire from stepping out on you.
You have to.
And my thing is just like, it can just like, I'm doing everything for you, but you might not value me the same.
Yeah, but listen to what I'm saying though. All that's cool, but then it goes to, it's a mental discipline thing. When do you sit here and say, hey, this next relationship I get in, I want to sit here, I want to get married? Let's just be real. Let's be honest. Since we talked about the age gap with the Paul Pierce and Ruby Rose thing, I think after a certain age, even the conversation leading up to just even the initial date, it's just be, hey, do you want kids? You trying to get married? You're looking for a big wedding or a small wedding? Like, if you're not having those small conversations leading up to your first date, or even before you even exchange numbers, sometimes it's like, no, you already starting off on a rocky path. Like, you can't sit here, you already mentally have it in your mind. Like, now to my point, like, let's just sit here and say,
okay, just speaking to you right now, what are you looking for going forward? So are you looking for somebody that you want to marry and have kids with?
Yeah, of course.
So okay, so when you go shoot your shot or whatever you talking to, so is that the first thing you're saying? Well, I'm looking for somebody who has kids. I mean, who don't have kids. I want to be the first. I'm trying to get married. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I don't care about if you already, now if you coming with 4 or 5, then that's ridiculous. But if you already got 1 kid or even maybe 2, they probably depend on the age gap. I'm cool with that. That's not gonna be a deal breaker for me. But are you sitting here saying,
but I'm saying, but you've said on here before, you feel some type of way, like, all right, dad need to be out the picture. So that's what I'm saying. So what do I feel like that's the way you should move, is like, I want you not to have kids, because if you already have kids and the father's still in the what's that?
Yeah, but okay, but let's be, I'm just from my dating experience, and women in their 30s, majority, I'm gonna say, if I had to put a percentage on it, 65% of the women in their 30s, their father is not in the kids. I mean, if he is, it's literally a barely thing. Or he there, but it ain't like, our conversation is just, hey, pick this little nigga up at this time and go about your business, and that's it. It ain't never no hey big. It's a lot of like animosity. It's a lot of beef. It ain't no nothing else to it. Like he'll probably be happy as hell she find her a dude, and she'll be happy as hell if he move on. We're not talking about people in their 20s and this is fresh and this is my high school sweetheart and we had a kid and then we had a bad bird. We talking about people in their 30s. Their kids is probably set at least. Listen, most people in their 30s, most of their kids is what, at least 8 and up, 7 and up. Like they kind of like them. You got kids is kind of up there. So you
not all of them, but
not all of them. But I'm saying if you have if you got multiple, then maybe one of the younger ones may be a little bit young. But if you only got one kid, 9 times out of 10, you almost damn near got a teenager.
You got one kid, yeah. You got one kid.
So that's my point. So even when you having those initial conversations now, my initial conversation gonna be, oh, hey, do you want to get married? Do you want kids? Do you want a big wedding? Like when you having those conversations, you cannot be thinking about I'm still trying to cheat. No, because in this whole process of this time, you're single. You got all the time in the world to do whatever you want. If I'm sitting here saying I'm going on single for 2 years, dog, by you talking about, if let's sit here and say it take me 3 years to get into a relationship, by now 3 years, I've been single for 3 years. You talking about I'm still thinking about cheating, dog? There's something mentally wrong with you then.
But not necessarily.
What the hell did you do for the last 3 years?
But here's my thing. But just like you said before, oh, we go on a couple of days, then we in a relationship.
But
you
hey,
have
guess what?
but you have more. No. I hear you saying it, but that's what I'm saying. But females are more on it, whether I initiate it or whether I even say yes, we in a relationship or this is what I want. A female, like you can sit here and talk to a female, we can go out, do all this, woo, everything's good. But then the question is, what are we? So that's what I'm saying. So so you know what's so crazy, and this just be me being honest, and this is probably another reason why I don't date and just not really geeking to date, because if you got it, oh my God, I'm back in this bag now. If you gotta ask a dude, what are we? 9 times out of 10, you already know the answer to that, dog. Because I'm gonna keep it. You're absolutely right. I've said this a million times on here, dog. We going on a certain amount of days, so we done been hunching around enough times. We go together. I move like a lesbian move, nigga. I'm speaking because even that relationship we just talking about. I told you we went to Florida, and dog, we moved in together. Like we was talking probably for like less than like a month and some change. That's what I'm saying. That's what I said.
But what I'm saying is, so even with all that being said, again, for the women who not listen or didn't hear me and that went over your head, if you got to ask a dude, what are we? 9 times out of 10, you already know the answer to that. And I'm not saying, and listen to what I'm saying, ladies, all dudes don't move as fast as me. Because I told you, I move like I'm young and May. I'm bringing the strap to the party. But so pause. So I move that fast. Like, so I move like a WNBA player. What the fuck? You get it. Y'all read between the lines. I move that fast when it comes to dating. So I'm not one of those people when you don't have to ask me what is it. Let it be enough times. Hunch 10 times like, all right, we go together. Let's come on. Let's figure out what we about to do now. But I'm at that age, that's where it is, because I didn't had enough seasons off. How many, dog? All I'm just saying, because you got time. When you got time to yourself, is all the question is, what are you doing with your free time? And after you start to build up some type of form of discipline, though, it's going to show in all parts of your life. You're not going to be super disciplined in the gym and super disciplined with everything else, and then you just going to be like, all right, I'm not going to have no discipline when it comes to dating.
Yo, see you, Mikey.
But like I said, I mean, that's kind of it. I feel like I'm almost getting a headache to keep talking about all this relationship stuff. I need a smoke break, and I don't even smoke. Let's talk about some sports. Let's talk about some sports real quick. Because I do have to have a good balance to that. We can't just go too crazy. Shout outs to the Baltimore Ravens, and shout outs to how about them Eagles, 8-1. The almighty Eagles, only team that lost one game. The Ravens still, even though the Ravens have lost 2 games, the Ravens look like the best team in football right now. The Dolphins, I can't believe they went to bed like that against the Chiefs. And don't get it twisted. They came back to what they got.
But at the end of the day, Miami ain't what they are. They lose to good teams. They can beat everybody else, but the good teams. All their losses have been to good teams.
But you know what's? But just to shoot them just a little bit of bail with the Chiefs thing, I think the emotion stuff was too high. Even with the Tariq going playing the first time he played Kansas City since he got traded.
But I think who was it? I heard that say. I think it was Kyle Hearn that was saying like, yeah, you're good for, sunny, bright, what's name? But when it's bad weather, when shit gets rough,
that fumble that he had, that was him trying to do too much.
But that's my thing. It's just like, yeah, it's good for the show, the high. Oh yeah, you can beat blah blah blah. But when it gets down to playing football, That shit don't, that shit is not always, tricks and gambles.
I ain't gonna go that far. I'm just
What? So you're saying they're a legit team?
Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still think they're legit. I just think they. I mean, because if that's the case, then what is Buffalo then?
Buffalo the same way. We've been. Josh Allen is on the clock. He's on the clock, and that relationship is about to break up. I can tell you that. You can't keep losing these games. You were the top of the top of the top. You can't get. Look at Tennessee Titans. Tennessee Titans was the top of the top at one point with Derrick Henry. They was number 1 seed, had a bye. Ever since then, they lost, I guess, the first game after the bye in the playoffs. Boom. They ain't been the same. Some of these teams, like I said, if you ain't winning or you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing.
I think Tennessee problem, though, I mean, at that time, they didn't have a quarterback. Like
they did have a quarterback. When they had bought Tannehill in. Remember, they bought Tannehill in, and Tannehill won those games. That's why they gave Tannehill.
But Marcus, let's be real. Like, we talking about quarterback, dog. He ain't one of them. Like, nigga ain't never sit here.
But my question
he ain't
is,
Joe Burrow. He ain't Josh Allen. He ain't Patrick Mahomes. He ain't Jalen Hurts. He ain't Lamar Jackson. He ain't what's the young nigga in Texas right now? He ain't CJ. He's none of them.
But Tennessee don't play off of a quarterback's arm. They always been a running team. That's why they had. If anybody, they had the best running backs of all time. They had 3. They got 3 right now.
I'm with 2. I'm with a third one at.
Derrick Henry,
Eddie George, and with a third one.
CJ, what's his name? Chris Johnson.
Okay, yeah, he did play. I mean, but his career wasn't as long as
I'm saying they had 3 of the top running backs. Whether they shelf life. I mean, look at Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's having a shitty year right now. His shelf life is going down too.
But my thing of it is for him though, is his shelf life. Is it going down? Because every team was reaching for him to try to get him doing draft. The Titans ain't want
for less though.
But my thing of it is it his stock going down, or is that team literally just on his back? So if he's not there, or if he ain't performing, they ain't doing nothing.
But they still running with him. They got rid of AJ Brown. AJ Brown is the best thing on Philly right now.
For sure.
Receivers, right? And they got him for little, right?
You know the crazy thing is I'm not gonna say he's the best thing on Philly, but he's just him and Jalen Hurts just have a better relationship.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
Because I'm not gonna hold you. Devontae Smith make a lot of crazy catches, dog.
He make a lot of crazy catches, but consistent wise, AJ Brown is the guy.
Only reason why I'm gonna give you some pushback and I'm gonna disagree with it, because at the beginning of the season, AJ Brown was having one of them sassy diva moments when that ball kept getting thrown to Devontae Smith.
But when you throw it to him, what do? You get the touchdown, you get the yardage.
Oh, for sure. I think
every game he had over 100 yards, right? If I'm not mistaken, except for the first 2. After that, he's had over 100 yards.
Yeah, but he get the ball thrown to him a lot too. A lot.
Right, because he's a big target. He can. My thing is, you gave him up for nuts and cranberries. You value Derrick Henry more.
Of course, yeah, for sure. I'm not disagreeing on that one. But
that's what I'm saying. People going to lowball you. They don't value the player. They're going to lowball you, try to see if they can get over again.
Yeah, I just feel like they do that in the NFL. I feel like they just kind of lowball and do that just in general with just any popular black athlete in football, and I feel like you kind of got to just and that's why the running back thing got so they kind of was stepping on it, because all right, and the running backs ain't number black. Besides that one white boy in San Francisco, they're gonna always step. Like, I just pay attention to how quick
we're not in the running league no more. Them running backs are not that value. Everybody's throwing the ball.
No, but time. That's cap. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why. You don't value the running back no more, because you want your quarterback to be the running back. No team without a running quarterback they got a running back. The Bengals still got a running back. Mixon is still on. He's still a strong part of their game. Like you just said, the Titans, because you don't got to run it. You don't have a running quarterback. You still got it running the Giants. You still got Saquon Barkley,
and you have a wide receiver.
With who? With the Titans?
Yeah, you got Derek. I mean, you got Hopkins.
Yeah, but look at him. He was the same nigga just a week ago. There ain't nobody. Everybody gave up on him. You had one good game this whole season. Well, we 9 games in.
But my thing is, if you're not getting him the ball, you're not throwing him the ball, then that's on you.
I mean, we can agree to disagree on this one. I just think realistically, I'm gonna tell y'all this a million times, and the records don't lie. If you ain't got a black quarterback, you don't got a chance in hell. Sorry, ain't gonna happen. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. The 2 best teams in football right now on paper, and if you actually cut the game on, both of them got black quarterbacks. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. And Baltimore is 100 times even better than the Eagles.
And they got 2 losses.
Yeah, 2 losses. I mean, that's cool. They still the best team in football. They lost to the Steelers and they lost to the Colts. What? What that mean?
No, I was just wondering who they lost to.
So you happy with that loss and y'all don't make the playoffs though? You're cool. You're cool. Just say you're okay with it. That's all you gotta say. You don't gotta do nothing else. Just say yes, I'm okay. As long as I beat the Ravens and we don't make the playoffs, I'm cool. Say it. Just say it.
What
It's
did they
okay.
do last year? We beat them last year. We didn't make the playoffs. What did Baltimore do? What did Baltimore do?
Lamar Jackson ain't play. That's all that matters.
Baltimore, what?
Lamar Jackson didn't play.
Pull up your record, Lamar Jackson against Pittsburgh Steelers. Then holler at me.
Hey, guess what? Who got the best record in that division?
It don't matter. What?
Real quick, let me run off these.
Run them off. Don't talk to me.
Hey, let's run off these. The Miami Dolphins is 6-3. The Jets is 4-3. The Buffalo Bills is 5-4. The Patriots is 2-7. That's the AFC East. The AFC West, Kansas City Chiefs 7-2. The Raiders are 4-5. The Chargers are 3-4. The Broncos are 3-5. Damn, the Chargers just lost tonight?
No, they won.
Oh, all right. The Ravens 7-2. The Steelers are 5-3. The Browns are 5-3. The Bengals is 5-3. Y'all had a bye week this week, right?
No, we had a bye week. Week before that, we lost to the Jaguars.
Well, y'all played this week.
We played on Thursday night. We beat Tennessee.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And that's the AFC North.
The best division in the league right now, record wise.
Yeah. The AFC South is the Jaguars 6-2, the Texans 4-4, the Colts 4-5, and the Titans is 3-5. Let's move to the NFC. Of course, the NFC East, the Eagles 8-1, the Cowboys 5-3, the Redskins 4-5, the Giants 2-7. That's the NFC East. The NFC West, 49ers 5-3, the Seahawks 5-3, the Rams 3-6, the Cardinals 1-8. NFC North, the Lions is 6-2, Vikings 5-4, the Packers 3-5, the Bears 2-7, and the NFC South, the Saints is 5-4, the Falcons is 4-5, the Buccaneers 3-5, and the Panthers 1-7. And shout outs to CJ Sturd. How you say his last name? What is it? Struz or Strut?
Strauss.
I can't read. That's why I asked. I'll just call him CJ. CJ had 447 yards for breaking the rookie passing yard. 470 yards though. That kid can ball his ass off. Like 470 yards is a lot though. And he throwing literally to like niggas that nobody even know who the hell they are. Oh, matter of fact, so before, because you send me, I'm gonna play that clip that you sent me earlier, and then we can get into something else. And I ain't gonna hold you. LSU got their cheeks clapped. Who the hell LSU played? LSU played Colorado 92-78. Jesus Christ. I was wondering why Angel Reese's name was trending on Twitter.
Just put on a master class in marketing. Because after a slow start to the NFL season, Jamar Chase said this.
I'm open. I'm always fucking open.
And then put up monster numbers the next week with 3 touchdowns and 181 yards. So he posted this. So 7-Eleven said, say less, fam. And then partnered with Jamar to launch isjamaropen.com. The obvious answer? Where they sold limited merch with a custom chain that sold out in minutes, custom tees, and custom snapbacks, while also spinning up collab content with Jamar that was shared to millions of followers. Then he even went on to play the next game with the chain on. So the marketing move by 7-Eleven got picked up by every major media outlet. And as a result, Google search spiked. But overall, 7-Eleven killed this. They executed fast. They took advantage of a perfect moment and nailed this partnership. 7-Eleven just put on a master class in marketing. Because after a slow start to the NFL
Shit like that. I don't even think he's playing anymore.
Wasn't he just married?
I don't know. Is he still playing?
I thought he recently got married. I want to say Odell Beckham went to his marriage and everything.
Oh, he 30. That's not
Yeah, how old?
30. No, I don't think that.
Said he not?
Body count seems to be
No, my body count is very.
No, he divorced.
I thought I was about to say,
body count seems to be.
No, my body count is very low. Sorry,
Did you
I don't
count it?
consider. Okay, my personal. I just talked to Joe about that about a little while ago when we were arguing. I was like, my personal body count is low. I don't consider work. It don't matter.
Oh, work
That's not
bodies
the
don't
same
count.
thing.
The
Work
52
bodies
titles don't count.
No.
So you count the other bodies, and then you count the two. It's two different bodies for one for Kiss.
No,
and the other
Keisha, me, the woman. You know what I'm saying? Like her body count is low.
Okay, body count.
So for people who don't know who that is, and I don't understand how we be getting caught up in these press runs and all this crazy stuff. For people who don't know who that is, that's Joe Smith's wife, and I guess for y'all
we talked about last week.
Yeah, we talked about last week. For people who just backstory, if you didn't listen to last week and you new to here, Joe
we didn't know her occupation.
Yeah, Joe Smith. Yeah, we didn't when we was recording. We definitely didn't know her occupation. Joe Smith's wife used to be a porn star. And Joe Smith's wife made her own OnlyFans, and they had, of course, a viral video. And now she had literally done Cam and May shows. That's right there with her and damn, what's my girl name? They used to do lip service with Angela Yee. I'm drawing a blank right now, but anyway, she was on her jump. She was on a couple. She did a couple interviews so far. She definitely on the press run. She did one with TMZ, and she got on there crying, saying Joe Smith ain't been in the house since the video went viral. And basically now she's sitting here saying, hey, her old bodies. Excuse me, her work bodies don't count.
I'm listening to you, big dog.
I mean, bro, listen, let's be honest. Let's be clear. If you marry a porn star, bro, you can't really give a damn. Can you be, let's be serious.
You can't get, okay, but my question is, do those bodies matter?
No, nigga, you married her.
All right. No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, do the bodies matter?
You know what's so crazy? And let's just be honest. I think realistically, I think it depends on. I don't get on Pornhub no more, so that ain't my bag. So I didn't go look to see what her old videos was like. But if we being honest, like if I'm talking about just on top of my head, my favorite porn star, would I marry? I'd marry Keiki. I wouldn't care. And Keiki got crazy videos. Like if Keiki was just like, I'm true to the game right now, I'm cool, I don't care. Or if I still got to bust some moves here and there, I'm gonna make sure you eat. I'm cool. I don't care, dog. What my man Lil Wayne say? I don't care if you's a prostitute.
I was about to say, so if she was a prostitute, that's work, right? Do you care about those bodies still?
It depends on what the money. What's her rate? So let's just sit here and say, let's say.
No, I'm saying if she used to be a prostitute.
No. No. We can even say on common times. And this is crazy. I had this conversation with a woman before, an older woman, and she got up and she got mad at my answer because she was asking me. She was like, "Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, how would you feel if I had to go back to sex work?" And I'm like, "It's cool. I wouldn't care. Like, I respect the grind. My longest relationship was with a stripper before." She was just like, "I don't like that answer because as a man, you shouldn't want your woman to be out here, have to sit here and turn tricks and do this, that, and the third." I said, "Well, so why not? You basically what you looking for somebody to come and save you. You want me to take you off the pole. You want me to sit here and shelter you and take care of your brunt of your bills and take care of your kids or help you do whatever. And so you can stop doing whatever, however you was taking care of yourself." No,
yes, Mikey.
So listen to what I told her. I said, no, I'm not gonna stop you from the way you was eating. If that's how you know, if that's your hustle, your go-to hustle, and that's how you know how to get money, I'm gonna support you and I'm gonna be your biggest cheerleader. I'm not gonna frown upon it, but just don't sit here and think that I don't care enough. It's not that deep to me because I know realistically, I'm sure everybody who listening, the person that you'd had the greatest sex with in your lifetime, you ain't married them. Y'all not married right now today. The person you have had the greatest sex of your all time, your number one in the back of your head right now, as soon as I say that, you was like, "Oh yeah, I remember them." Guess what? You probably 9 times out of 10 might not even got that number no more. So that's when people keep gassing it up like the sex thing is really that important, bro. Let's be for real. It's not. It just don't be. And if I'm lying, I'm like, why you ain't married a person that you feel like you're... Matter of fact, let me ask you a question. Why you didn't marry your top 5 people that you'd have had sex with? Some of y'all out here right now have
Because it was just sex. It wasn't for, I don't know. They're good for sex, not for marriage.
So guess what you proving my point is then? So why would I care about your bodies then? Because the sex really don't matter. If mentally we somewhere else, why do we care? Think about it. Just think about it. That sounds crazy, but why you ain't married? The people that you see here, for most people, I don't know, everybody, let's say everybody don't got a high body count, so let's just go to your top 3. The top 3 people on your sex list that you done had sex with, your favorite, your top 3 that you feel like is the greatest people you ever had sex with before in your life. You're not married to them right now today. So my question is, how important is sex for real? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here each and every Tuesday. Tell a friend to tell another friend. And for the fellas, I apologize that this too much of the I feel like it's too girly, but I'm trying just in this course of the week. I don't necessarily know. I feel like I got my toxic masculine energy out early on Joe Budden. I don't know where else to go with y'all right now. We could dabble back in sports maybe in 30 minutes because we didn't get into the NBA. And realistically, you know, this crazy thing is, and this is when you talk about the network jobs, Shaq, you got too much money to be pussy. You should have called a spade and really went crazy on TNT. But I respect it because you want your job. Because that little Boa conversation he had. Like, let's be real. The reason why Boa don't get that look, because nigga, he's black and ugly as ever. Coogee down to the socks. That's why. On skill level, is Boa and what's the name? The same exact person. I'm not gonna say. Only reason why you gonna sit here and say no, because they both don't get the same amount of playing time.
But if he don't get the same amount of playing time, he don't stay healthy.
See, I don't know about his health rate.
We drafted him. We traded him to Denver.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the.
I just see him. You see
him.
We had a foot injury at the draft. That's why we traded him to Denver. That's why I'm saying. I mean, no, I get it. What you're saying is, you're saying because he's tall and what he can do. I get that. But actually, he's been on teams. He was on Orlando. Orlando don't have a big man. He was on Orlando last year. But just he had his couple of games where he was hooping. But I feel like his work effort. I think some people just feel like, oh, I'm that good. No, you're not that guy.
But my question is, do you feel like people, we ain't even supposed to get right here, but we can go back to whatever we talking about in a second. But I do feel like realistically, I think looks and how you carry yourself is,
I mean, that's
cool. All of that matter because they feel like they can promote you. Because perfect example, I feel like they went out there way to promote Wemby. Let's just say if you
Has he let you down?
Well, he got his ass cooked tonight by the Pacers.
But it's nobody else on that team. He's one person. He's one person.
We can't do that because you can't sit here and nigga, pause no homo. You can't get his nigga. You can't suck his dick for him dropping 38 one night, and then the next night you telling me he only one person.
What do you mean?
Because you ain't never.
Who name somebody else on San Antonio?
I can't name nobody else on that team, but I've watched enough of them games because I've been betting on San Antonio. Guess what? The rest of them niggas be balling.
Okay. What was their record last year? Enough to get a lottery pick.
But that could have been potential, Marcus. That you can't turn. No, they beat the Suns twice.
Hold up. They traded DeRozan. What did they get for DeRozan?
Marcus, I don't know. Marcus, listen, stop trying to listen, Marcus. Listen,
you know my brain. You because I'm talking sports?
No, nigga, you're confusing me because you're sitting here trying to keep talking about the past. We talking about this season, nigga. I watch every game. You want to see my best? I hate when y'all keep saying that.
Hold up,
like, what the fuck do I be doing?
Listen. You said they lost to the Pacers, right?
Yes.
So what are you saying? The Pacers is what?
Nigga, the Pacers just lost to the Hornets the other night. Go ahead. What you about to say?
So what is the Pacers record?
I don't know, nigga, off the top of my head.
All right, okay. You want me to read it what the Pacers record is?
Go ahead. I bet the Spurs got a better record than them.
Pacers are 4-3.
Okay, and what you think the Spurs record is?
3-4.
It's a game and they just lost tonight. So they had that. No, stop. Shut up. They had the same record before the night's game, nigga. They just played each other.
Everybody the same then.
They just played each other. What's your point? Are you about to sit here and tell me? The Pacers did not beat a harder team than the Spurs beat. The Spurs beat the goddamn Suns twice this year. The second game, Devin Booker and Kevin Durant played. This nigga scored 38 points. Now you about to sit here and say, oh, he don't got nobody else on his team. How they had the same exact record before tonight's game. They literally just played each other. So now the Pacers got a better record. Yes, because they beat the Spurs tonight. The fuck are you talking about, dog? Like,
and they got Miles Turner on their team, right? Who the Lakers wanted.
The Indiana Pacers, yeah. They got Miles Turner, they got Buddy Hield, and they got the... Okay, so what you sitting here saying? So go ahead. What you about to say?
What? No. You explain yourself right now. We talking basketball. Explain yourself. What are you about to say and tell me? That the Pacers, they shouldn't have lost to the Pacers. San Antonio should have lost to the Pacers. He's supposed to be game changing. He's supposed to win those games, right? That's what you're saying?
That's how they promoted him, right?
Okay, so then that's why him and Ball is not the same.
Do you think him
Did
and
Ball
do you think,
played on Orlando Magic? Orlando Magic are still the same Orlando Magics, right?
Did Mo Bamba play for the Magic too?
Who?
Mo Bamba.
Yes.
He ain't do nothing either, right? They traded him
Who?
too. Mo Bamba.
So what you're about to sit here and say, right? Is he not? You're saying that he's.
And I'm just saying that the Orlando Magic is a horrible organization.
Okay, Denver traded him. Who else had him?
I don't know. He played with a bunch of teams. I don't know.
He had only been in the league for 3 years, if that much. So it's something that's work ethic wise. He's not that. I hear what you're saying because you're about to say because he's black and ugly, his skill set. But his skill set is not. It was why Phoenix didn't play him. He was checking. He could have checked him, right?
You think
he's on Phoenix team?
So you think you think Phoenix did a good job of coaching their game that they blew a 20-point lead?
What did it?
You didn't watch the game, of course. So shut the fuck up and stop trying to ask me like I don't watch the game.
I'm talking sports though.
So
you can't tell me. You cannot sit here and tell me when you're talking sports, right? But basketball wise, IQ wise, if you're watching the game, you're sitting here telling me, "Oh, well, Phoenix is a bad coach." They've been bad coach because they didn't put him in there, right? So why didn't they put him in there work ethic wise then? If you're telling me he is the same as if he's the same as Victor, why didn't they put him in then?
Oh, same reason why Rocket niggas don't get in the game.
Okay. Why? Because politics?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Because he ugly. I ain't never heard no shit like that.
All right. Well, why do you tell me why Shaq could just left that conversation as is then and he ain't going into detail in it? Because he still wanted his job at TNT. I don't care what you say. The same way I bet you the Grizzlies wish they would have fought harder for Ja Morant not to get suspended. I guarantee you that you think so. I guess that it wasn't politics neither. I guarantee you that the Grizzlies pissed off and texting motherfucking whatever the commissioner name into the NBA right now. Talking about, nigga, we need that 25 games need to come faster than whatever the fuck you got it written down for.
But even if Ja comes back and play, they're still not the same without Steven Adams. I don't care what you say. When Steven Adams got hurt last year, that's why they started losing. So at the end of the day, yes, certain players' value are needed. You're not about to say and tell me Steven Adams don't make a difference on the team. Yes, he do.
He'll make more difference than Ja Morant.
Okay.
So you saying Steven Adams is a better player than Ja Morant?
Do he not make a difference on the floor?
No, answer the question. You just
answer my question. Do he not make a difference on the
No,
floor?
nigga. He got a championship?
Right. Okay.
What championship do he got?
All right. What championship do Ja Morant got?
Nigga, Ja Morant is a max player. Steven Adams isn't.
Okay.
What you just sit here and say last week on here? Oh, max players got to sit here and play a certain games and they got to do a certain thing. You can't even become a max player if you don't make an all NBA team. Steven Adams ain't a max player. You sit here trying to make it like Steven Adams is better than Ja Morant. It's fucking stupid.
I said value to the team.
He don't, nigga. How many teams does Steven Adams play on?
You just sitting there saying, I bet.
How many teams does Steven Adams play
on? 3.
All right. You think Ja Morant gonna play on 3 teams in his life?
James Harden played on how many teams? He got traded for 4 teams now.
Marcus. Slow down. So listen, slow down. So hold on.
All right, let's go to the next topic. I don't want to talk basketball with you.
Can I ask you a quick? Cool. Let me just ask you one question. So you think that the rest of the NBA value James Harden the same way now? You just bought James Harden up
because you said how
what
many
did James
teams
Harden just get traded for?
On?
So my question of you, and for people who listening,
so you're saying, you're telling me you wouldn't want Steven Adams on your team?
No.
Okay.
The fuck are you talking about? Would I rather have Ja Morant or Steven Adams?
Okay.
No, you gotta stop. I don't know what type of
though.
nigga. So what person right now post it on your jump?
Did the Lakers win today?
Post it on your jump. Can you post that on your jump? Ask anybody who follow you on any of your social media platforms. Would you rather have Steven Adams or Ja Morant? You know how fucking stupid you sound. You would rather have Steven Adams and Ja Morant. Just think about what you just tried to prove.
Okay, Mikey.
That's who you rather have. You rather have Steven Adams than Ja Morant.
No, that's not.
Nigga, you said it, and you gonna live on that. What you just said, nigga.
Value of the player. You're telling me. What's name that when what you're telling me, right? Before Ja Morant was there, Steven Adams was there, right?
Yeah, and
was he on the Pelicans? He was on the Pelicans. He took and the Pelicans was in the playoffs, right?
The Pelicans was in the playoffs with what team?
I'm saying was Steven Adams on that team? Was Steven Adams on the OKC team, right? When they was battling those games, right? He's been. That's why my thing. I'm talking about value of a player.
What team has Steven Adams been on? He was the best player on that team.
You're not. So you're okay. So is Draymond the best player on the team on Golden State? But you need Draymond, right? Hold on. What is Jordan Poole doing?
Marcus, no, we're not jumping all over the place. Stay where you were at.
Okay, well, stay where I'm at. Let's go. What?
Go ahead. Finish your topic.
What you're telling me? So Steven Adams is trash, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's fine. That's what your opinion is. Steven Adams is trash. Okay. It's cool.
What's the for people who listen? Tell me what's the difference between Steven Adams? What's the dumbass white boy to play for Boston with the hair that put his hair in a ponytail? He used to play for y'all, or he might even play for y'all again. What's his name?
For who? For Boston?
What's the white boy with the always got his hair in a ponytail and always do the stupid fouls? Like no, hey, Steven Adams is just
for Boston.
I want to say his name start with a fucking K or something. You didn't just gave me a headache. Steven Adams ain't shit. Niggas just Google all of you know what I'm saying. For anybody who watch basketball or don't watch basketball, just Google Steven Adams stats. I ain't trying to hear none of that shit you talking about. Right. Steven Adams. Like, nigga, stop.
Any moments where y'all have known maybe you aren't the only girl in the picture and having to compete with someone else?
Look, ignorance is bliss. I don't want to know if you are. I don't care about that shit. But honestly, if I find out that you're fucking with another girl, that's a turnoff to me.
But you have to have that conversation, though.
I'm not saying on the first date, second date, but if this is somebody I've been dating for 6-7 months and I find out you talking to somebody,
that's a long time. Wait, let's go back.
Yeah, bitch, that's crazy. Dating.
Black men feel like
commitment, folks.
Oh my God! If you say girlfriend, they're like, we're what? I have to be held accountable for my actions. You might find out fuck with another girl. Me, I'm not being like, oh, let me step my pussy up. Let me step my cookies up for they crumble. Nigga, I'm out.
The conversation I had off the podcast. The girl was like, what do you mean you're not competing? Like, of course you are. Look at the nigga you're dating. I'm like, Lex, I hate you.
I'm sick.
Are there any moments where y'all
do you feel like even just, I guess not just for women, but do you feel like when you, are newly dating somebody, do you feel like you competing for her spot or competing for, I guess your permanent rotation in her spot, in her life?
No.
So you feel like when you first start dating a woman, you think you the only dude she dating?
No.
So do you feel like you competing then?
No, I'm not competing.
So if you're not the only dude if you're not the only dude she's dating, how you don't feel like you not competing then?
What am I competing with? Her time? I mean, what do you mean?
Yeah, you competing for her time. You competing for her space. You competing to be the number one person in the rotation.
No, I'm not competing for that. Hell no, I don't want to be the number one.
So you just rather be whatever place that she put you in. You cool with not being number one.
I don't care about the place. Hell no, like competing for number one.
So you rather not. So you're not dating to be number one and no,
don't give 2 shits about it. Like you competing?
I feel like if you dating, you competing.
What? Okay, so then what do you? I mean, what do you call dating? What? Like
it's dating. If you're dating, you're competing. If you're talking, if you're in someone, if you're in a matter of fact, let's go back. Let's go back a little bit. If you're in a woman's DM today, tomorrow, anytime this week, and you in her DM and y'all going back and forth with conversation, and some days the conversation gonna flow super fast, some days it's gonna slow down a little bit. You are competing against whoever is in her DM or whoever she's dating. The reason why some days her speed may be a little bit slower than others. You are competing. For her attention, you are competing until you ain't competing. And you may, and realistically, in this day and age and time we live in, you may be competing forever. Because everybody feel like the grass is green on the other side.
So, okay, my question is, when you say that, when you're competing, you can't just be busy with life. You can't just be working. You can't have kids or responsibility.
I mean, listen to it. I do believe you can have all of those things. And I always love it when I can tie it into myself. Like some days, let's just say most mornings when I wake up, I'm just sitting here saying, all right, what new topics can I talk about today that like this is gonna be fresh for me to make videos about today? So some days do I like be happy that I have nobody texting my phone? Yes, because then I don't have no commitment to nothing but the content. So you're absolutely right. Yes, you're absolutely right. Life can get busy for you where you may just not be able to be speeding up to dating. But again, with that being said, as an adult, you got to be honest with yourself. And that's even just for me. I'm honest with myself to know that, hey, I'm not in the place right now in life or where I want to go that I can focus on dating, because literally and some days I may wake up late because I was up late night trying to even figure out how to work these YouTubes, come up with these clips. So I'm up until 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning trying to edit clips, and then I may wake up at 8 or 9, and then as soon as I wake up, if I wake up at 9, nigga, I feel like I'm already behind the 8 ball because I'm already missing that rush hour traffic of people who get on social media before work. So imagine if I had to sit here and cater to somebody first. Oh, good morning, how you doing? How'd you sleep? And you got to do all those little BS regular like little talking stages or dating or whatever that job you sign up for when you are entertaining people that you got to do every morning. I'd be happy most days that I don't have to deal with that.
Okay, so my question to when do you feel like you done competing then?
I mean, realistically, listen. If we in this day and age, you're absolutely right. Probably never. But then, if you're sitting here saying if you're dealing with somebody who kind of values their body, probably after about the time y'all start going raw.
Why? Because that's my thing. I'm just saying when you saying competing, like I'm not worried about what. Okay, if she's talking to somebody else or whatever the case may be, I'm not paying that no mind. I'm here for what I'm here for.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like when you say I'm competing, then I feel like, well, damn, I just want her to myself. No, I don't want you to myself. I'm fine with, okay, she ain't responding back. I'm cool with that. That's what I'm saying. When you sit here saying competing,
real quick, let's stay right where you at. Then, so do you feel like you are okay where you at? Are you okay there until you never catch feelings at all? So let's just say here, so you okay with somebody?
I'm not looking to catch feelings.
So how long are you looking to talk to somebody? So
I'm fine with talking forever, for years. I'm fine with that, but I'm not
without catching feelings. How is that possible?
No, I'm not. That's because I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for no relationship. I'm not looking for none of that. I'm here, dog. Let's kick it. Let's go out, have fun. Cool. That's fine. I'm not sitting here, oh, damn, you ain't text me back fast enough. No.
So you feel like you can go on 20, you could talk to somebody for 2 years and never had no feelings?
I'm not saying I genuinely care about people, but I'm not about to say and get butthurt like, damn, oh no, she entertaining some other nigga.
No, but we talking about 2 years in.
That's what I'm saying. Compete.
That concept ain't gonna be there no more.
What concept not gonna be there?
That concept of the text speed. Because I feel if we've been talking for 2 years, your text speed don't matter no more. Because 9 times out of 10, we could pull up on each other. So your text speed don't matter. We talking about 2 years in. We talking about when the text speed is like, this is like when you first getting to know somebody for maybe this might be like the first couple of months where you even paying attention to the text speed.
No, I'm not pulling up on nobody. I'm not doing none of that.
No, when I say pulling up, I mean like we can see each other multiple times a week. Like it's just cool. Like we not.
Nigga, I told y'all before when we had this conversation with me, I think me and Bella. Nigga, spending that much time with people. I'm not for it. Not here for. I don't have to be up under you. Sorry.
I ain't mad at you. If that's your world, Playboy, you are all in it. Let that jump load up and then we can come back in.
You know, I just made a mistake and everybody makes mistakes.
This is the video in question, first shared with KHOU 11 via the Nextdoor app. In it, you can clearly see Lewis striking a man.
That was Boston versus Los. I didn't know they was undefeated.
They lost to Minnesota?
Yeah, overtime.
Damn. Hello. It's all my bread today.
Oh, you didn't bet with Ant?
Fuck no. I didn't even know he played yet this season. He ain't done nothing.
All right, they 4-2.
It ain't because of him. I ain't
38.
Yeah, well,
38, 9, and 7.
Get people back talking about him now because I damn sure I ain't even. I ain't bet with him at all this season. I only think I took Minnesota not one game this season.
Yeah, they 4-2.
because we have been talking about content a lot, especially with early in the episode, I do want to play 2 clips. One of Brandon Marshall actually talking about Shannon Sharpe and the way he feel like Shannon Sharpe is conducting himself when it comes to the content space. And then after that, I'm going to play a clip of Brandon Marshall, ex co-host on the Athlete, on I Am Athlete, which of course they got the Pivot podcast now. So I'm gonna play these clips, and I give y'all my feedback on these. We can go from there.
Look what Shannon's like. That's former alumni. And if he was former alumni, he wouldn't be talking about athletes the way he's talking about athletes. He talking like he was trained to be a ABC, NBC analyst. Yeah. It's like there's a responsibility that you have. Like, first off, I would say this amazing career, and to me, I think he's probably top 3 when it comes to personalities right now on television. He hit a stride. Definitely. When he started pulling out the Black and Miles and the Hennessy
games and stuff
on FS1, he found it, right? And he became America's uncle. So shout out to him there. What I don't vibe with is when tear down your fellow, athlete. There's a way to critique, it's like, and you clout chasing, you talking about Russell Wilson a year later on some other things. Like, come on, bro. Your platform's too big for you to go chase that. Look what Shannon's like.
All right, so real quick, I do want to, I guess, let's address what he said in that one, and then we can go to the next clip. I feel like that's kind of a little bit like hate, because it's just like, I don't feel like, out of all people, like, I don't really feel like Shannon Sharpe, go too crazy on athletes. And I do feel like he can't give a watered down opinion too much, especially we talking about sports, because it's just like, look how fast we can get passionate about it. I feel like that is a passionate thing. So it's just like, you can't pacify everybody. And listening to even the Nightcap joint with Shannon and Ocho, they kind of always bump heads with that, because Ocho would kind of take it away with, like, Brandon Marshall basically saying, like, why not be a little bit more nice with your critique, like not go so crazy. And that was Ocho Cinco's even kick back to the what's the dude we saw about last week with the food critic, the dude, the Keith Leaf dude. And that was Ocho's whole thought about that. He's like, "Dad, you can't critique the restaurants a little bit different." And of course, and we can go into that a little bit later, because Keith Lee, he cleaned that nigga Ocho Cinco up crazy. Like his response and his receipts was OD. So I do kind of get that one, but I don't feel like, I can't sit here and say, I think Shannon Sharpe just know how to be I don't even want to say entertaining. He really know how to, he know how to really capture people's attention when it's just like about stuff that some like people wouldn't even expect him to do. Like he has gained so much respect. Even recently on one of the episodes when him and Stephen A was talking, and Stephen A stopped him and he was like, "Dog, I love how well you speak about basketball, because you are a football player, and most football players just cannot speak that well on basketball, because that's just not their sport." So I don't agree with that at all. Like, I don't feel like Shannon Sharpe is clout chasing. I feel like he just made a hell of a space for himself. Even the way he interviewing rappers now, like he don't interview like an athlete. He does an amazing job at just interviewing. And then his dynamic with him and Ocho is just like, bro, Shannon Sharpe is like, he in a class of his own when it comes to talking sports, or just even entertaining people and actually making people care about what he talks about. So yeah, I feel like that little piece with Brandon Marshall is kind of a little bit more out of hate. And it's so crazy because I'm about to play the clip of, again, of course, his ex co-host from I Am Athlete. And it was crazy that I even seen this. I was on TikTok and I seen that clip that I'm about to play, and I was like, damn, I haven't seen an I Am Athlete video in a minute. And it was kind of like that last rendition of I Am Athlete. Of course, Shady at he on FX1 now, and he do the show with Joy Taylor. So I'm like, all right, well, that was kind of his only other person on there that really had some personality. So he got a regular job now. So I'm like, I'm sure they don't even got no time to do it. So that's kind of, I was like, damn, that's kind of tough. He kind of left.
No, but they still, because I be still seeing shit come up on my thing.
Not from I Am Athlete. What is it? That new joint with him and that girl? That's what you're talking about? Like, I see her on my timeline because I follow her on Instagram. I think that joint called like Paper Route or something like that. But I haven't, like, from the actual I Am Athlete YouTube channel, I haven't seen nothing in a brick. Like, probably in like a year and some change.
I could have sworn I just saw something come up on the pod. Yeah.
I Am Athlete?
Yeah. Right.
Oh, see, I ain't know. But
I don't know. But you know how they be doing like the little calling? That shit. it be other people talking. It don't be them all the time. So maybe.
Oh
that
yeah,
might
so
be
yeah, I
it.
mean, I don't know. It still ain't the same. Like at one point in time, like that was
No, okay, so then that's probably what it is. They got it under there. Did you just say paper route or something like that? That's what's under there.
Yeah.
So they still use I'm athlete.
Yeah, just probably because they already built up. Yeah, but that ain't hitting like that. But let me play this clip of them. No. Didn't I just send it to you?
Yeah, you said it.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. Yeah, there you go.
Appreciate somebody's crumbs, you gotta know them.
Oh no, that's the wrong John. That wasn't it. I didn't send it to you.
This one? The mixtape? I mean, Brandon Marshall, Cloud Chaser?
No, it was a. Damn, I'm tripping.
Oh no, that's the one you just played, Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah, that was that one I just played. Let me.
Brandon Marshall might be the biggest.
That now or before?
Just in general.
In general?
Throughout our relationship.
It hasn't always been the easiest, no.
Okay.
It hasn't always been the easiest.
Okay. Well, I'm open to the truth now. We ain't got no option now. We're gonna have to, I'm open to that now. I'm verbally saying that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, like I said, I think when you realize some hard truths about yourself, and that's already a hard thing to deal with in general, just like being open and honest about you, and then having to be open and honest when there's so much uncertainty, that's a little bit uneasy. That doesn't always feel good. Even though it's necessary, it just isn't easy.
You're saying uncertainty as far as where we're standing?
Yeah. It just feels very uncertain.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with like me saying this is how I feel, this is like being very up.
Ready?
Brandon Marshall might be the biggest coward on the planet, simply because he's on his clout chasing tour. Why at this point in the game you're hopping around podcasts, talking about everybody? It's a bad look. I think Brandon Marshall might be the biggest coward on the planet, simply because he's on his clout chasing tour. Why at this point in the game you're hopping around podcasts, talking about everybody?
Yeah, so that was Fred Taylor, who was formerly of I Am Athlete, who is on the pivot now. I thought that was a longer clip that I had. I seen the one that was on TikTok. This one was something different. That was on Instagram, but it was a longer clip, and it was who was on it that was talking. It was all three of them was talking. It was damn, I'm tripping. Why I keep messing up on words? It was him, and it was Channing Crowder, and it was Ryan Clark. All three of them basically spoke on it, because I guess Ryan Clark and Brandon Marshall had words before as well. So I didn't necessarily know that he was going on the tour. Like I said, I seen that clip of him talking about Shannon Sharpe, and then I seen the clip of them speaking on him now. So I don't necessarily know what he's been saying, because like I said, I haven't seen him come down like on my YouTube algorithm in a minute. So I don't know what he really got going on, but which is kind of tricky. And it's just like, kind of got to just take your L, dog. Like sometimes I get, when we talk about the male ego situation, I do feel like one thing men are horrible at probably realistically is just apologizing. And I do think probably Brandon Marshall thought he was the big deal. And of course, and the reason why I even know that is because I remember that episode when he did a joint with Joe Budden, and they was talking about it. And he like the first person I went to when I was having like controversy, you ran to Joe, and maybe you felt like you could do a replacement, and it's not necessarily that dynamic is different. Everybody can't pull off what Joe pulled off because he got lucky. He had a group of friends that he could rely on, that he may had even a better relationship with. Where Brandon Marshall was kind of, you trying to run to athletes, and let's be real, most athletes don't have the greatest personality in the world. Like they don't like you. That I am athlete situation jumped off because you got lucky. You got lucky with a group of athletes that had just potential. I mean, not potential, they had personality. And I don't necessarily think all athletes got personality for you to be able to run that play a million different times. And it necessarily just don't work. And then he had to learn the hard way. It don't work. You thought that them two dudes, you could just replace them with anybody. And it just didn't work. You try to replace him with Ocho, and Ocho, I guess, for whatever reason, he just didn't buy into it, and it didn't work. But I do think men have to, just with that ego, dog, you got to be able to you got to put it in your pocket. Sometimes you got to apologize. I do think realistically, he probably should have apologized to him. I'm sure it's too far gone now, and now he just trying to find a way to get his name back high. But I think he should apologize to them a minute ago, to be honest. And that one didn't work. Real quick, for everybody who watch Insecure, I'm sure y'all all are familiar with who or Jean, what's her name? Yvonne Orji. She is from the DMV area. She is from Laurel, Maryland, of Nigerian descent. This woman is a 39-year-old virgin. And I know, of course, earlier on here, maybe a couple minutes ago, I said how important sex is, and it really ain't that deep. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't here for no 39-year-old virgin, though. It ain't no way in Bobby's green hell I could do that one. I'm sorry, I couldn't. A 39-year-old virgin is crazy, dog. Just think about, like, dog, you got to learn too much, and you too old to be learning new tricks. Like, it ain't even new tricks. Like, you just got to learn everything. And then it's just like, how you gonna know if what you gonna like, what you don't like, dog, who trying to learn all of that at 39? You're almost 40. That's why, like, again, cue up the Wayne. I don't care if you was a prostitute. Like, I'd rather deal with somebody with 1 million miles than deal with somebody with 0 bodies. I'm sorry.
But if she check off all the other boxes,
I guess. She don't, but if she did, I mean, I guess. I'm talking about for her in general, I wouldn't do it. I pass every time.
Oh, looking her.
Just offer her off. And I mean, I ain't trying to be rude or disrespectful, but just her, like, it could, I wouldn't do it.
You are. You are definitely.
It's 39, dog. Like, dog, you got
some women out there.
Yeah, I don't want them. Like, wherever you at, and you know what's crazy? Because I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne was like, dog, the crazy thing is that's realistically in the Bible. That's how we all supposed to live. And of course, and that's why everybody always say, like, Christians are hypocrites, because you're going to pick and choose what part of the Bible you want to use in your favor when you want to use it. But I'm not going to hold you. I'm cool on that one.
At least you know she's faithful.
Yeah, but to what extent? Like, that's never been my forte, even when I was young. Like, that's nothing I have never done. I can literally see and say, out of all the women I've dealt with, I've never took nobody's virginity. I'm cool on that one.
Shit, for real?
Nope, never in my life. I haven't, and I ain't trying to. I ain't trying to be not a damn near no 39 years old. I ain't trying to neither. That's crazy. Like, and of course, and then we can move on. But let's just be real. If we've been honest for 2 seconds, I'm sure for everybody listening, you have dealt with people where y'all chemistry was just crazy, and it was just like, oh, this was like this a walk in the park. Like, we get it right every time. And then there's people you kind of be like, dog, have you ever had sex before? Especially for dude. No, you have never had a woman who get on top and you be like, bro, get the fuck up. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, you didn't say sex. You just said the chemistry.
That's what I meant. We was talking about sex.
Oh, I didn't. No, because you just said the chemistry.
Oh yeah.
No, you said sex.
Oh yeah. My bad.
I'm like,
my bad. Yeah, my bad.
Confusing.
Yeah, my bad. Your sex chemistry.
Okay.
Where it's undeniable. Like, y'all get it right even the first time, second, having me, y'all get it right every time.
That's like I said. That's why you threw me.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you get it right every time. But then it's sometimes you be like, bro, I get why you single, because this shit is boring.
But to somebody else, it might have been fire.
How? I got here, so that means it wasn't fire to somebody else. That's what you just said about Meg. You literally just an hour ago said that about Meg.
But that's what I'm saying. But to somebody else, it might have been fire though. Nigga, please don't have anybody told you your shit was, have anybody ever hurt your pride and told you your shit was trash?
No. But I know, but let me tell you what I do, and sometimes you gotta be just as what's so crazy, because I can be honest though, I know I've hit homegirls before. So like, let's just sit here and say I hit a girl and she go back tell her, oh, it was that shit wasn't all that, right? That's what she tell her homegirl. But nigga, I was there. I know. Now, I'm not sitting here saying I have never had a bad performance. Hell yeah, I have. If I ain't never had a bad performance, I wouldn't have just sit here an hour ago and told you I'm gonna go to the goddamn gas station and get me a goddamn Rhino. So yes, I've had bad performance, but I know for a fact when nigga, no, I'm shooting like Steph Curry. I'm 93.9% from the goddamn half court line. I'm nailing this bitch out the park. Like you can't. It's certain things you can't fake. It's certain things you can't. It's a certain Jones. You know when you hit that shit out the park, you hit every move and you get the reaction that you looking for, from leg shaking to your whole bed sheets and wet. Nah, you can't pretend your bed sheets being wet, buddy. Ain't no pretending that one.
What you mean? Girls do get wet, but that don't mean that you making them come though.
No, this a PG show. We ain't about to go into goddamn MTV, goddamn graphics, Pornhub details. But all I'm just sitting here saying is, you know the difference between when you have a good game and you have a bad game. It's just like sports. Like nigga, you can't lie to yourself. You know for a fact, like, all right, this wasn't my best game.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. But no female has, like, well, nigga, you some shit. Like, you need to blah blah blah. Tell you that you need to do better.
Nah, and you know what's so crazy, because it just and this is me being transparent and honest. Like even when I used to be like for a minute on here, I used to like, man, I'm keep shooting myself down. I'm like, I'm trash. I used to have girls hit me like, nigga, I wish you stop sitting here lying on that goddamn podcast, because now you're gonna have women that I done told listen to this show that I used to talk to this nigga thinking I was getting some trash dick. Like, nah, that ain't it. I get it, you trying to undersell yourself, but no, nigga, you just, the older you get, I feel like, just to be honest, I feel like the older you get, and I feel like you've been a freaky man your whole life, so you probably just, I don't feel like you're
not a freaky man.
Yeah, all right.
You done a lot more than me, but
you a former freaky man. So
nah, nigga, you're a freaky man. Nigga, I'm not.
So, but listen to what I'm saying. Okay, so listen, I'm cool. I can take that. But what I'm saying is, the older you get, you should almost damn near never even have bad sex, because you should just be that freaky that how do you even have bad sex the older you get? Because you got to really just think about it. You gonna get that motor rhymed up so much. Like, don't you have done half of the work? You gotta cut that ice spice on. You thought I was feeling you? Nigga, you on munch. That should be put out half of the fight there for you off the rip.
Half of what fight? Oh, how to put out half of the fight? Nigga, they still okay. You might got good head, but your sex is trash. That what fight are you? But that's what I'm saying.
Those two things, I don't even feel like those two things go
are separate.
No,
they don't go hand in hand. You're not gonna, nigga. Even with a girl, they don't go hand in hand. A girl can have fire head, but her box be some trash. Nigga, stop it. You're about to sit here and lie.
No, I know this. I'm for women, you might be right, but I feel like for dudes,
men, it's the same thing, nigga.
No.
I
feel like it go hand in hand.
You about to get crucified with women for saying, hell, they're gonna tell you, nigga, what? Niggas got trash dick. They might have good head. That's it.
I just feel like they go hand in hand. If you know what you're doing, I feel like they go hand in hand. Because
that's
gonna do half of the
Mikey.
work. That's gonna do half. Ain't no lying to me, nigga. Because I'm in the house playing pocket pool, so you ain't got to lie to me. My feelings ain't gonna be hurt. Yeah, but I can't do the 39-year-old virgin thing. Fat boy at what is this nigga? Fat boy S. What is this?
His name was Fat Boy, but
yeah, Fat Boy, whatever.
We don't know.
Oh yeah, we ain't damn sure ain't about to talk on the rap shit. But anyway, one pause. I didn't even know you can go get surgery on your cock. I didn't even know that was a real thing. If that is, I definitely would. What? You didn't see that argument between him and his wife?
I thought they said it was a chain or what is
no. Oh no. I didn't know. No, I ain't talking about what I heard. I'm talking about what I read. When they was going back and forth originally, nigga, heard the headline and the caption was Fat Boy wife left him even after he went and got cock surgery. And she said, nigga, you had to go get surgery because you couldn't please me.
See? Dang.
So anyway,
shit. No, I thought that was like some over a chain or some shit like that. I didn't know anything about him getting.
I know. I mean, he kept saying something about the chain because I did end up watching the interview. It was him, Whack 100, and DJ Academics.
No, the video that like I said, I thought it was a chain. I don't know nothing about his.
So you saw the video when he put his hands on her, broke her phone? That was
Yeah.
over. Okay, that was over some keys. So I guess she was somewhere getting her nails done. She had the key to the car, whatever case may be. He was trying to get home, wherever they was at. She was getting her nails done. She wouldn't give him the key. So then, of course, for the video, people see they got into a tussling match. Like he didn't swing on her or punch her or nothing, but he did kind of like yoke her up a little bit. She pulled away. He grabbed her phone. She said, "Give me my phone." And he was like, "No, give me my keys." And she was like, "Nigga, I ain't giving you the keys." So he snapped her phone and broke her phone on the floor. And then the lady who was doing her nails like, "Hey, y'all gotta get out of here. I'm about to call the police," whatever the case may be. So I guess he ended up leaving. But then the whole time so now he on, because I don't follow him. I don't really know nothing about him. So he on academics jump. And the whole time his wife been now because they ain't divorced. So she been cheating with some young dude. And he a rapper. He got his wife in the video.
Oh shit.
And that's but
even because they on one of them reality shows.
Yeah, like one of them knockoff,
like
one of them knockoff jumps. Not like Love and Hip Hop or nothing. It's one of them. Oh,
it's
yeah,
Merge Boot Camp.
It's one of them type of jumps. Yeah. So, but just real quick. So I'm getting the backstory. So the top is like, that the girl got him and the girl be on OnlyFans together. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. So it's just like so academics keep, but but don't get it twisted. I'm gonna be honest though. This is where Fat Boy put his ego into his pocket, because he was just like, dog, because Wack 100 was just like, dog, just leave her. What the fuck are you keep in here crying about? Like, nigga, you can get another one. But he was like, I can't feel comfortable leaving because I know I fucked up first. So I can't be mad at the way she responded because I've done dirt too.
How many kids they got? 1 or 2?
3.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah, you better stay there, buddy.
But so my bigger question and the topic was, can you eat your girl cheating on you and you go back if you know that you cheated first and she stuck by you?
Can I eat it? Can I take it with pride?
So that's basically what he was saying. He basically sitting here saying,
yeah, I can take it with pride.
And you'll take her back and you'll keep the relationship going.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know if I'm that involved, because that shit will hurt. Like, I'm a nigga. I know that shit will hurt. I ain't gonna hold you, especially she flaunting around you in a nigga music video. Now.
Don't say I'm not gonna stop stepping out though.
Then what's the point of even being in a relationship if you gonna keep stepping out? So you really don't forgive her?
You ain't see that video with the chick checked the nigga? I think did we play that one time when she was like, the nigga he cheated?
Oh yeah, we did play that video. You talking about, nigga, you cheated and don't ever ask me, whatever the case may be. Don't come in here. Don't ever mention it. We play that.
Some shit you just got. It's a partnership. It's that's why I'm saying for them to have 3 kids.
Yeah, well, I think he said one of the kids was like 10.
Yeah, you just gonna have to take that shit and it is what it is. You cannot be mad. If you fucked up at the beginning, you can't be mad.
And that's what he said. He manned up. He manned up and literally said that.
Because I feel like 9 times out of 10 you probably fucked up more than just that.
For sure, of course.
You got caught that one time.
Yeah, of course. And that's what he was saying. And that's why that's where my thing was like. I kind of respect where he coming from, because he was man enough to admit, I still love her and I don't want to leave because I know realistically I was the one messing up at first. I respected it. I was like, damn, I'm not gonna hold you. He is bigger of a man than I am, because I don't necessarily know how many men out here can really be honest and sit here and say, hey, I messed up. And I don't want to just throw away what we had because of my mess up.
Yeah.
So I respect him for that one. Lloyd Banks sitting here saying his next project, he want to put out $100 mixtape. Same thing I said about Jeezy earlier. $100, bro.
What you mean? Didn't Nipsey do it?
Yeah, Nipsey did it in the day and age when people still was actually buying CDs.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If you got people that's going to pay it, then I'm not mad at you, nigga. Just 100 people. That's Yeah.
If you can, I don't think he can. You think Lloyd Banks can get 100 people to buy?
I'm sure he probably has fans that's going to buy it just because it's Lloyd Banks.
Well, Lloyd Banks just put out a project on Halloween.
But I'm saying, but that's just like if for like Patreon or shit like that. If niggas paying the money, like you gonna have people that some people just gonna pay just to listen. I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad. That's that's
what I'm saying. It's funny that you said that, because that's one of the questions. I mean, even when I've talked to other creators, and I do stand on the fence with some of that. Like, it's cool. You're absolutely right. If you can get people to pay it, cool. But then my thing is, because people are so used to getting stuff for free, how elite does that content or that music have to be to get them to actually want to pay for it?
You got to sell it. It's all on you. Let's just say, all right, if I sit here and say, yeah, all right, it's gonna be 100. I can put out a snippet like, oh shit, this shit fire. This some old Lloyd Banks like this. You're gonna have people, like I said, you have to sell it. If you sell it to me, be like, that's just like, that's anybody. If just Drake right now say, yeah, I'm about to charge everybody 100 for my nigga, just like with Kanye, that speaker. How many people bought that speaker and he only and that album still never came out?
I get what you're saying, but
So
that's
people
Kanye
gonna-
West and this is Lloyd Banks.
I know, I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying you still have some loyal fans or somebody who still like, oh, I fuck with Lloyd Banks.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
That's why I
maybe.
say I'm not mad at you. If you can get people to buy it, I'm not mad at you. It's a smart move.
I ain't mad at you, but I don't know if that's.
I'm not paying it, but
did you see the video of Bow Wow baby mother? She made in the car, and it was a joke about
her daughter.
Yeah, her daughter not wanting to do the TikTok videos with her no more, and it kind of broke her heart. I ain't gonna hold you, it kind of broke my heart because during the pandemic, I used to watch them all the time, and necessarily like just her being like a mom because it was like, oh damn, this pretty girl on Instagram is really like she got a whole personality on YouTube. So she was doing videos where it was like she was being a mom and she was like her and like that little relationship that her and the daughter had, like them doing the dance and them in the kitchen cooking together. And then they got the little baby, future little son. And he just running around in between some of the videos. Cause at that time he was so young, he wasn't even talking for real. Like, so it was kind of like, damn, you kind of grew to like them as like one of those little YouTube families where you kind of get to see the daughter grow up. And don't get me wrong, I mean, that was like a couple years ago because like, I was like, damn, the next time I seen that, it was a slide of the video and they was teaching them how to do the left, do it, right foot, however that song go. I was like, damn, I didn't even know Bow Wow daughter didn't got this fucking tall now. She almost damn near as tall as her mother. So I haven't seen them, I ain't seen it in a minute. But then when she said it, you can kind of like, of course she had sunglasses on, but you can kind of hear in her voice where it was like, it was disappointing because I'm sure, I mean, you're human. You see how many people, like every time she ever posted a video of them, that's everybody in the comments like, oh my God, this little girl is a superstar. And it's kind of like almost heartbreaking where it's like, damn, she like, I don't want to be no fucking superstar. I just want to be a kid. I want to play sports. I want to play my video games and I want to go to school. I want to be a regular kid. I don't want to do that shit. Like that was kind of like, damn.
She's getting older. So you gotta think like, all right, yeah, before it was cute and all that, but now like, all right, I don't want to do it no more. Like it's cool, like I don't want to do it. And that's even like in the tied in, if you want tied in with the whole North and the Kim Kardashian, like how she told her mother, like, oh, I like to be in that dad's house. He ain't got no nanny, he live in an apartment. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like some stuff like his might, Oh,
okay. So because you are a parent, I guess, how would you deal with the North situation?
I mean, everybody's different. And I think,
because I ain't gonna lie, that probably would be, I think, I'm sure women have egos too. That's an ego blow because I mean, Kim Kardashian.
It can be an ego blow, but then it's a difference of how you parent and how you know what I'm saying, you go about things. I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10, my kids might, oh yeah, I want to go to dad, they all for it. Because I might be more lenient or whatever the case may be than what they have to do at their mom's house.
Right.
So I mean that's but then it's just like, oh, we got nanny, we got security, we got all this. Like I don't want to do that. But at dad's house, I'm free to roam and act normal. So that's what I'm saying. Some people I want to live a normal life. Like I said, I'm not the famous one, you're the famous one. I don't want to live this life. And that's probably like even if we say with Bow Wow's daughter, maybe she might not like, all right, my mom is who she is, but I don't want to, I'm saying, like I don't want to follow in her footsteps. I want to do something outside of dancing and all that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like maybe I want to pursue acting. So I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
but she said she didn't want to do that neither. Like that was, she said she don't want to do none of that. She said I don't want to do the acting.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, kids nowadays, they're young. So you have a change of heart, and
that shit would hurt though. They done had this little girl in acting school.
I get it, it might hurt, but like I said, you put me in that. I didn't really want to, you know what I'm saying? Like you chose that path, but I didn't want to say I wanted to do it. Yeah, I did it because you put me in it. That's just like, all right, I put my son in basketball, whatever, boom, boom, paying for all his training, la, la, la. Then he get in high school. I don't want to play. I want to do X, Y, and Z. You can't not be mad. I mean, it's their life.
You absolutely right. And it's just so funny that you said it because I got a homegirl who had, and her son was like that. He played football his whole entire life. And now I think he in 10th grade. And now he want to run track. That shit, that shit hurt her. Like she was hurt.
But why do it hurt her? He's still doing something that's it's still, you know, like he not just saying I want to
because he was good in football, and like nigga, that was like you got to think about it as a parent. You trying to even figure out ways.
But tracks, they still, you know.
No, don't get it twisted. He's fast in track. He's still good.
That's what I'm saying. But that's you living off of them.
No, it's not. I'm not saying that because it's not them living off you because she don't give a. She is financially good money. She don't give a fuck if this boy do whatever he do.
So, but that's my thing. Why would you? I get it. You put the blood, sweat, and tears in it, but
and the money.
But if he say, all right, I can see the injuries and the long term. This might not last on me. So I want to change over and do track. I'm still athletic. I'm still being active. I'm not in the streets or anything like that. So you can't be upset that I'm still choosing a path where it's a bright future for me.
I hear what you're saying, but it's still realistically, let's sit here and say how old are you in the 10th grade? What, you 15? So you sit here saying for at least the last 10 years, nigga, we've been doing this football thing up and down all over the place, going places, playing football, and then one day you just wake up and be like, hey, I don't want to play football.
But a lot of kids lose the love and interest.
Man, that shit will blow me. I ain't gonna hold you. I hear you, but that shit will blow me.
You acting like he's sitting here saying, I want to shit, I don't like, because like not to like
it's still not the same, dog. Like, I hear you, but it ain't the same.
But I'm still being athletic. I'm still using my athletic talents. I see if he said, well, I don't want to play football. I want to be a doctor or something like that, or I want to be a lawyer.
Shit, I might be more okay with that.
That's like him saying, all right, well, I don't want to do this no more. I want to cut hair.
I feel like all of that. This is all the reason why I'm saying that, because 10 years, like, because when you can start playing fucking football, like 6 or 5,
same age you can run track.
But listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, though, you have been committed to something, because you gotta look at it. I get what you're saying. Like, okay, you still doing something productive. It's not like you sitting here saying, I don't want to do it. I'm about to go be in the streets. But I still look at it like we committed something for 10 years, and then one day you just wake up and quit. Bro, that shit hurt. This is like if you was in a relationship.
But that's my thing. I lost the love for it. It's not giving me the same thing. I don't feel like I'm
okay. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm not disagreeing. But then, do you as a parent, do you give some pushback to like, dog, I don't want you to be a quitter neither?
I'm not quitting. I'm still performing. I just don't feel like I don't have the same drive. Let's just like, I don't know what position he probably played or anything like that. Was he like a wide receiver?
He had to be a wide receiver or corner. I can't remember. It was one of them. He's skinny. He's tall and skinny.
So then he probably looking at like, this is not for me no more. Like, all right, track, I can probably, I can get an easier scholarship. I can get this. I can join Olympics and all that. Like, football is not it's too many people play football. It's too many positions on the football field. So that might not just be a guarantee. He probably look in reality like, well, damn, if I do this track, well, I could do this. I can be in the Olympics. I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more to it. Like, I get it money-wise you're looking at, but who's to sit here and say, you're going to get picked?
For sure, of course. I mean, it's always,
because I feel like sports, even with track, like, that's an individual sport. So it's individually me putting the effort in and what I want to achieve. It's not a team effort.
Okay, so I agree. Let's say if I agree with everything you say. So but then my question for you as a parent, would you ever in the back of your mind be a little bit worried about committing anything else with him? But y'all was committed for something for 10 years, and then one day he woke up and said,
but then that's the thing why they say put your kids in multiple activities so they can choose what they want to do. I might let's just say maybe his dad might have put him in that football. Maybe he really didn't want to play it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he was doing it to make all right, dad want me to do that happy.
For sure.
But then he's like, all right, I don't want to do this no more. Like, all right, I accomplished, I know I was, but I want to run track now. So I can't be mad. Like I said, that's why you give them options to explore. Because I didn't look how many sports you played. You know what I'm saying? Like, you played multiple sports. It's just what really stick with you and what you had the love for.
I mean, yeah, it's cool. I mean, I get it. And real quick, I guess why we can kind of tie these two things in, because they kind of do go hand in hand. It was a video going viral of Caleb Williams crying in the stands after they lost to Washington over the weekend. And real quick, because a lot of people probably just may not be hip. And a homegirl of mine got me hip to the Washington quarterback. I forgot who they was playing one week, and she was just like, and she just texted me, was like, "Oh, you need to watch this Washington game. They got a black quarterback, and this nigga like that." And that nigga's really like that. That nigga is really, really like that. And I feel like a lot of he don't get a lot of, I guess, the credit, one, because he played for fucking the Huskies. I can't even make it like they not a he just don't get a lot of credit though. They don't talk about him at all. Like, and for them to have a record that they got right now, and then even to after they beat USC, the big story was Caleb Williams on the sideline crying to his mother, and she got to put the thing over his face because he crying so bad. And then
was he the one who fathered his dad?
Caleb Williams?
No, the quarterback,
the Washington quarterback.
Yeah.
I ain't sure if he did. I'm not 100% positive if that's the case. It couldn't have happened during the season because this nigga been balling all season. He ain't missed a game.
I think that's who it was. He had the white because the coach went over there and hugged him or something like that. They had white jerseys on that game. I want to say I think it was him. What is his number 4?
Yeah, his number 4.
I think it was him. His father passed away. But I think like this week or last week or something like that.
Damn.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say we'll
Google it when we take our next break. But yeah, but the story was, I guess so we can just, because we ain't got to draw this topic out too long. But Caleb Williams was crying, and then RG3 of course tweeted out, and this what made that whole shit go even more viral. RG3 tweeted out and said, "This is what makes a real superstar. Like, look how passionate he is about the game." And it was so crazy because the shit that I seen, I'm like, how this fat nigga get on my timeline? Of course, it was Jason Whitlock. He was like, shit, I got 20 other reasons why him crying like this ain't got nothing to do with him being no goddamn great quarterback. And I was just like, nigga, what the hell is going on? But he was, nigga, did you see the video of him? He was in the stands, like literally. Like,
I saw it. They covered up his face with paper and all that. Yeah. But then he got on a press conference and said he wanted to
just go home and cuddle with his dogs.
But that's my thing where I tell y'all, like,
hey,
I get it. Y'all want your kids to be great and, do whatever. But like sometimes like niggas lose passion, lose love, or whatever the case may be. You can't be mad at it.
I don't think he losing his passion. I just think he just got
saying,
clapped at the wrong time, and it is just that whole thing been kind of over his head.
And he know how to bowl. He know how the selection shit is. You lose more than 3 games, nigga. You shit out luck. You ain't playing for no big, and nothing mean anything if you're not playing for the.
So then my question, I guess, and when we can roll out of this topic, if you was him, would you still think about coming back one more year, or would you just go ahead to the draft?
Hell yeah. Not going to the draft.
So then my next question is, if you're the Chicago Bears, what you do? Because this is who you was putting. This was what you was putting all your eggs in that basket, thinking he was gonna come out. So now, if he don't come out, and you done kind of already been playing with Justin Fields all year, like you can't
say you the Chicago Bears. I mean, I hear what you're saying because you do own a top pick, but then you, like I said, you putting your eggs in the basket and not knowing,
even if he's gonna come out. Yeah, that's the crazy. That's why I didn't understand why they were.
I think they have because they already have one pick.
Yeah, one of their picks is Carolina pick,
right? Which is gonna be a low pick anyway.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. So you putting your eggs like, I mean, you just want to draft another quarterback, okay? That don't make you no better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I mean, you know how I feel about Justin Fields anyway. So yeah, I'm with you on that one. But yeah, that was a story. Like I said, that Caleb Williams, just that whole him crying thing was definitely kind of like a semi big deal over the weekend. A lot of people kind of felt
my dog.
That was crazy. I want to go home and cuddle with my dog. That nigga was dead ass serious. And his teammates couldn't laugh or nothing. They just looked at this nigga like, all right, you got it, dog. I don't know what you talking about, but go crazy. All right, let that load up. Last couple topics and get the fuck out of here. Did I send you that?
Y'all doing too much. I just don't understand why we need to see his face on a purse. If y'all together, if y'all really together, why you need to have 3-4 birthday parties? Why you need to buy him a car? Why he need to buy you everything but a ring? And you supposed to be a high value woman. You ain't got no kids. You still got your body together. And this man I still got a big belly, bitch. And I got married twice. Now, a lot of y'all, the ones that be hitting only hit dogs holler when they say, everybody ain't looking for marriage. She is. That's why she doing all this. Go ahead.
You're not going to mess up your sneakers. See, what's that? See, you can't be driving.
Like, I don't like the critiquing of our restaurants and having people and talking bad about our goddamn businesses and like, dude, you know how hard it is
and I get it,
for us to even get in the food industry and to have our own restaurant. And so, like, what are we doing?
Let's talk about it. First, I want to say, God bless you, and I respect your opinion. Your opinion is just as valuable as the next person's opinion. But I do agree with you.
I can't find them.
Funny, it is hard to have people come in. I agree. And I'm blessed enough to be a marketing platform for those restaurants, completely free. To me, it seems like you have no idea who I am. And again, that's okay with me. The main point was my qualifications. I'll be honest with you, I've been a professional fighter for almost 10 years. I've traveled the world eating food. I've cut weight from anywhere from 170 pounds to 135 pounds. And food is one of the most important things when it comes to cutting weight. So at the end of the day, I'm just a foodie. I agree with you. I've been blessed enough to be in this position. But then in return, I want to ask you, what are your qualifications to have this firm stance on this topic? Because to me, this seems like your first time ever seeing me. And if it's not, again, I have another question. Why is this your first time speaking on me? We've been blessed enough to raise over $40,000 for a restaurant owner who has cancer. We've been blessed enough to be used as a vessel to retire a teacher in less than 24 hours. We've been blessed enough to be a part of keeping multiple restaurants doors open. And all of this within the span of 10 months.
I want to be very clear. That question isn't to say you or anybody else should know who I am. I simply ask, if this isn't your first time seeing me, what stopped you from talking about the positive things we've been able to do, specifically to the community that you are worried about us negatively affecting?
And to your point, that's without any formal qualifications. And let's be honest, I think one of the main reasons of why we're here is because I'm relatable. I'm a customer like everybody else. I pay for my food like everybody else. I don't take anything from these restaurants. No matter how much business comes from any post I make, I don't take any money. If I was to go to school and get all of the qualifications and start talking in big words that not a lot of people understand, would they still come out and wait in 4-hour lines? I don't believe so. I'm a normal person just like you. So again, you are completely entitled to your opinion. And so am I. And my opinion is that you should have done a lot more research before you made this firm stance, especially on a platform like yours. I don't go anywhere and just give my unsolicited opinion.
So, okay, real quick, I guess for people who didn't know or don't know the backstory, I feel like you got pretty much of it. But that was his response to Ocho Cinco. I think we kind of glanced over it a little bit earlier where we was talking about Ocho feeling a way about him critiquing black restaurants or whatever the case may be. I agree with him. And I seen another video where he was kind of saying that people were starting to threaten. He would say he was going to cut his food tour short because people started to threaten him and his family. And he was basically like, you know, I don't go to these places. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing people a favor and I'm bringing awareness to different cities and different restaurants. If y'all going to be threatening my life, I'm cool on this. Like, I don't have to do this. It's not that deep. And that was kind of crazy, like just to kind of tie those two responses in together. I didn't know that people was out here threatening him. And I think that became from, it might have been that I don't necessarily want to put it on the Milk and Honey people, but I feel like that was the only people I seen kind of had a negative response to his videos. And that's what he said. He was like, if other cities are going to be the way Atlanta was, then I'm cool. I'm just not doing this no more. But I do, like, I seen like when he be talking, he be playing the clips behind him, how long those lines be. Like, I'm not familiar with him. And I just, of course, last week got familiar with him. And I do think that's how cool the internet is and kind of how big the world is. Like, sometimes we'll get frustrated. And you'll hear people all the time, man, my friends don't support me. They don't like my stuff and they don't comment on my videos, but the world is so big. Like, just think about, like, I'm talking about like every video when he was responding to Ocho Cinco, it's hundreds of people in line to go to these restaurants because of his recommendation or whatever review he gave over the restaurant. So my whole thing of it is like, damn, you can get that many people hip to you, and it's so many other people who don't even know who you are. So it's kind of like you can't never really get frustrated on who don't show you love, and that kind of even go relying back on that JT clip from last week. It's like I can't be mad who didn't listen to my music. I gotta show up for the people who do support me, because it's just like, damn, it's crazy like how popular this dude is, and a lot of people mainstream wise just got hip to him last week. So it's kind of like, just, I guess the reason why I even brought that up is just to remind people, like, just do the work, dog. Like, just keep working and don't get too concerned. I'm always going to say that. Don't get too concerned on the numbers, because the numbers is going to be fleeting. The algorithm just going to treat you how it's going to treat you some days. Like, it's just, some people got the benefit to treat them good every day, and then some people it don't. And I can even speak that for myself. Me and a homegirl of mine, we was going through the numbers, and I was just asking her, like, even with topics, I'm like, bro, it's literally whatever. Pick a topic. I can show you a topic. I can show you a video that got over hundreds of thousands, but I can show you that same topic where that video maybe barely got 1,000. So it's just like, really, you can literally be just you have to be careful, because you can become a slave to the algorithm, because you just, sometimes it's not that day. It may just not be in your favor.
But even with him, I think it's just, he exposed the light on a lot of truth. And yes, you're going to have people mad at it, but it's the truth.
For sure.
And then I get it. And that's why a lot of people don't want to be known, or don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you try to play these, like, I don't want to be known, or I don't want to, put my face on a lot of these reviews, but it's the truth. So then you have people, like I said, well, now you messing up my family business, but it's the truth though.
Yeah, I mean, of course, and realistically, of course, the truth hurts. And then I guess realistically,
so for you to sit and be threatening people, family, shit like that,
yeah, that just lets you know.
For what? For him to sit here and come in there and say, well, okay, X, Y, and Z, I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, bad publicity is sometimes good for you. Because he can say, oh, it might be trash, but then like, oh, I've been there, it was good for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, other people had good, experience with it. So, but I feel like the people that's probably butthurt or whatever the case may be, you're taking it to heart. Or somebody just like, oh, well, no, you heard he said that. Oh, no, I don't, fuck that. Like, there's some niggas, dog, get off of that shit. Like, that's my thing. Like, even when we, like, not to go back, but even with the whole Joe situation, like, I get it. Him making his rant the way he might say things, but then you took it like, well, no, I need to do something about it. That's just like, okay, him making these reviews. Oh, no, this nigga talking about my that's my people's. Nah, I need to do something about it. But for what? What did he really do to you?
I mean, because I didn't even think about it the way you just said it, but then when you explain it,
look at the Google reviews and that shit that people be having on these places.
No, I get it, but let's we can break this down to, let's just break it down to on some regular people, man, on horny man shit. You can say niggas give you bad reviews on your OnlyFans, then other niggas stop copping. And then you see the girls from at one point in time, they were super promoting their link, and then they stop.
Because you probably was getting over. Like what he okay, but that's bad customer service though. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna show you this, and did you not fucking show me shit? So a nigga sitting here telling, oh, don't waste your money because she ain't showing shit. That's nigga giving a real review. You can't be butthurt or be mad at somebody giving you a real review because you're doing bad customer service.
No, I agree with what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I do understand if this was my business, and let's just see and say, and obviously, like we said, watching him showing them videos in the background, he has a huge voice in that space. So if his voice is that huge, I can understand the same way like where the City Girls felt the way, because they felt like, damn, people put out their low numbers, but like immediately they kind of like try to keep people from even wanting to go listen. Like, damn, if I only got 6,000, that must be trash. Ain't nobody listening. So I can get how somebody can be mad. Like, if I didn't put my heart and soul into this restaurant, you're absolutely right. You got to take his critique for what it is and try to get your service better. But if I put my heart and soul into this business, and now you come and critique it and you trash it, now my business slow down completely just off of your words. I mean, nigga, I'm gonna feel some type of way.
Then that means you need to fix your service.
That's the proper way.
It only went down because people probably realized, oh shit, this shit is true. Because I didn't hear people complaining before about it.
And then he just doubled down with a bigger voice. He made it true. Of course. I can't disagree with you on that part. Real quick, this was a story. A dad on TikTok shared a video. Steph Curry walking past his son after he gifted other fans with signature sneakers after the 8-year-old allegedly saved up $2,500 to see the Golden State Warrior player. one, what 8-year-old could save up $2,500? That's first off. And then two, I guess the bigger question is, when you, even if you spend that type of money on a game, do you realistically, like, why would you think that it's going to come with an autograph?
If you pay for a meet and greet, I understand.
Yeah, but there ain't no meet and greets in the NBA.
Right.
So like that ain't like, I feel like, just if I'm judging it off of parents, and I feel like you kind of did a bad job as a parent if that was what you sold your kid on while y'all going to the game, because that's not a guarantee. And we've seen endless
I wanna
plays.
know how the hell your kid save up 25? What the hell he doing?
That's what I said, at 8 years old. But that's why they said allegedly, because 9 times out of 10, everybody who reading that, like, nigga, what's 8-year-old saving up $2,500? Like, make this make sense.
You did. God
exactly,
dang.
because whatever the case may
I'm
be.
tired of them motherfuckers asking me for shit. Like, what?
Yeah.
What do I need to
Of course, but I mean, like, realistically, the big part of the story to me is, I guess as a parent, should you just be honest with, like, why get your kid hope up like that? Because that basketball, that should get tricky when they leave them games. Because sometimes they in a rush, sometimes they take their time. Like, it just depends on the game. It depends if they lose or whatever the case may be. Do you have a good game, a bad game? Like, that shit got a lot of variables to do with emotions.
Dog, I am a grown ass man. I went to D-Wade's final game here in Washington. Had my shit. I had a perfect seat right behind the goddamn bench. I was right there when they walked out. And do you know that the motherfuckers cut the little the camera people so he couldn't come on outside? Like, had my jersey, I was in a perfect spot. But I mean, that's the way the shit goes. So for you to sit here and try to blame, like, oh, Steph Curry is your, like, no, that's not.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I say. I think that goes more to parenting, where it's like, though, you wanted to make a TikTok about it, but though, you should have, though, you got to be honest with your kids. Like, that getting the autographs, that shit is hard. And that's why autographs go for so much money, because it's not easy to get them.
Yep.
If it was easy to get autographs would not go for how much they go for.
Yeah. And shit, if you just wanted an autograph, you can pay for it. There's many of Steph Curry autograph shit out there that you can buy.
But and guess what? Why it's gonna be so high? Because it's not easy to get them, and it ain't guaranteed you're gonna get them. Just because you bought a ticket to the game ain't guaranteed you're gonna get a goddamn autograph. Like, come on, though. You gotta do a better job at fucking parenting your kids. I'm not gonna play these clips of the back and forth of Soulja Boy going on J. Cole, because J. Cole was on Lil Yachty's podcast. And J. Cole was using Soulja Boy as an example. And of course, Soulja Boy. I knew as soon as that clip started to make its rounds, I said, oh, this nigga Soulja Boy is going to lose his mind on J. Cole. I knew that. Soon as he said Soulja Boy as the example, I knew Soulja Boy was going to have him a goddamn meltdown. And he did. And J. Cole wasn't, and I get it. I mean, of course, and so if for Soulja Boy, because people have used his name so loosely in disrespectful manners for so many years, I kind of get where he was coming from. And he did a video with Nicki Minaj. They was on live, and that's kind of what he explained. Like, dog, people always just, my name is the first name. Like, y'all think I'm supposed to be okay with it. Like, nigga, I'm not cool with it. Like, stop bringing my name up. Use somebody else.
But nobody was out there.
Yeah, it's probably still relevant right now. No. And then Soulja Boy had a good clap. Like, that nigga said, nigga, I got my own number one by myself, nigga. Drake got you your first number one. Put some respect on my name.
Jermaine, please shoot that nigga. Please shoot that nigga, because he was very disrespectful in that video. Please
but hold on, it's disrespectful. But how Marcus look is disrespectful.
Show him what you capable of. I don't need a number one. But guess what? I'll body your ass on these tracks. You can't rap shit. I don't care if you do got a number one plaque. But guess what you can't do? You can't turn that mic on and go back and forth with me.
You know, one thing I love about podcasting, for everybody who listening, just remember 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, this is the same nigga who said, why do J. Cole gotta respond to niggas? And listen to exactly what he just said 20 seconds ago. No, that's what.
But then you called him a bitch. Like, you was being disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't know. J. Cole not wasting his time getting in the booth for Soulja Boy.
I'm getting in the booth for you. Just for you.
I promise.
No, because you was being disrespectful. You called him a bitch and all that. Like, you was Marcus, being disrespectful.
Listen, I get Marcus. Listen to what I'm saying.
No, I hear what you're saying. But
as soon as J. Cole said Soulja Boy name, but I knew the Soulja Boy was going to lose his mind.
But that's my thing right there. Like I said, when you said with the whole YoungBoy thing, like, we didn't even know about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that whole YB, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't, but for you, you made a video. The video, we've seen it. I saw the video. Mm-hmm. And for you, you was real disrespectful. Nobody called you out your name. So for you to sit here and say you a bitch and all this, fuck you and all that, like, no, you need it.
You know what's so crazy? Just
You
real quick,
need it.
because you
I
brought
will
up,
get on a fucking Soulja Boy song.
but just real quick, just because you brought up Soulja Boy, I mean, because you brought up NBA YoungBoy, and this is in Young Kids news. Because I don't even know who this rapper is, but I seen he was in a video. I guess he was in a mall, I guess somewhere in Georgia, and he had a 10-7. So I guess he must be signed to Gucci because he had a 10-17 chain, and it looked like he was like maybe in like Macy's or somewhere because it was like beds and shit there. He got jumped by a bunch of, I guess, little young niggas who maybe signed to NBA YoungBoy, and they stripped him in the mall. Like they ain't get his chain though, and so of course he do. I'm in here, but y'all ain't take my chain. It was just me and my man, and boom, boom, boom. And they was whooping on this nigga. I don't even know what the backstory is. I just seen the video and not seen him respond. And he get in the car. First thing he do, he still showed that he got his 10-17 chain on.
How they strip you and they take the chain? That nigga was holding on tight to that chain.
And it was like a choker joint. It was like the piece was big, but that joint was choking the hell out of his neck. But listen to what I'm saying, Marcus. I'm watching it, like the whole video. You can hear them. That's the nigga keep saying, "Get his chain, get his chain." So that's why I'm like, how the fuck did y'all? No, he was holding on that chain for dear life. They was beating this nigga ass. But it was just so crazy because, and even I guess just to bring that up, and you can kind of tell. I seen people their response for Joe was like, how he get jumped and his face was clean. I'm like, dog. Most of the time, let's be honest. Sometimes, to be honest, I'd rather get jumped than sit here and fight somebody one-on-one who can really fight. Because if you get jumped, you can just ball up and you ain't nothing gonna be wrong with you. You can just ball up and niggas could be stomping on you and your face gonna be good money. And if you just squaring up with a nigga, like imagine you try to square up with Mike Tyson and then what your face look like. Yeah. So I mean, that was just the kind of those little ones kind of go hand to hand. We talked about the Golden State. Shout outs to Cardi B because Offset said that Cardi B was low key, helping him his A&R his last album. Because he was like, I was running certain lines by her. He was just like certain things that I'm making songs for like women. I know I'm not a woman, so I don't know. And I know that Cardi know how to say certain things and the ways to say them to get people to react a certain way. So of course, why would that, like, this is my wife? Why wouldn't I run this past her? Like, who else better to run it past than that? Oh, yeah. Real quick, so we can get out of here. I do want to play this clip of Lotto. And real quick, get it for you. And I'm sure most people, when I'm about to say this, y'all don't know who this nigga is, so it's not gonna matter to y'all. But get off Mr. Beast nuts. And shout outs to Mr. That's the dude who got the sponsorship. Remember when me and Matt was talking about he the first YouTuber, he got a sponsorship on the Charlotte Hornets jersey. Like if you look at the new Charlotte Hornets,
I've been hearing. Because I've been hearing Joe and them talk about him, and I just started like who.
Well, he's a huge YouTuber. He's a huge, huge YouTuber.
No, I literally like even when I think when Joe and them was talking about, and then I seen a clip of, but that's why I was wondering like who is he?
Oh well, yeah, he's a huge.
When did
YouTuber.
he get famous? When did he get famous?
He was doing pranks originally. But then the bigger he got, he started to spend money on his pranks. So he started to make his pranks more outlandish. And then it went from pranks to like day-to-days. He started to make vlogs. And then he would do like custom prank. Like he was spending a lot of money on his skits and stuff. Like he was putting a lot of, like the money he was making, he was putting a lot of it back in. But I seen like the first time I ever got hip to him, it was on Joe Rogan. He was on Joe Rogan jump. And Joe Rogan was like, Joe Rogan do numbers on YouTube. So Joe Rogan was like, nah, this nigga make me look like a son. So I was like, damn, who the hell?
I thought I said.
But even if you go into 7-Eleven right now, like he even got a protein bar in 7-Eleven. So if y'all go in 7-Eleven and you just like glance past like where their little protein sections is, it might be I don't even know if it's protein. It may be a candy bar, but it's a Mr. Beast got product in 7-Eleven.
Yeah, like I said, I've been hearing his name.
But even if y'all look at the new Charlotte Hornets jersey, it's literally they got the Mr. Beast logo on the top of their Charlotte Hornets jerseys now. So he got that going on. But anyway, he was doing a
Africa.
Yeah, in Africa, he was putting like in new like water wheels and stuff. And then people were trying to compare that to like why you had to record this. Like, was trying to compare that to him. Like people, who be recording, giving homeless people dollars and shit. Like, bro, you cannot compare the two things. Like, and when people say stuff like that,
you need that something like that, you should record that. That should be filmed because, like I said, that's a difference you making.
And it's some big dog shit. Like, nigga, I'm not just out here just wasting my money on stupid stuff. I'm making money and I'm putting back into
because you didn't have to.
Exactly.
And Africa of all places.
Exactly. So, and this is a white man for people who are not familiar with him. This is a white man. A young white boy too at that. So shout out to
I'm willing to bet the people that was in the comments saying that was black.
Of course they was.
Never happy.
Of course they was. They was. Duh. No, fucking course they was.
It would be all right if you told your ass to go back to Africa.
But anyway, let me play this clip of Lotto.
I can't tell. I think I can. My ear pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, put on the floor. I knew it was gonna go. I was telling the label, I'm telling them like, this the song that I've been trying to find. I'm telling you, like, this one gonna go. I had told my DJ, I'm like, I'm gonna preview this song at Coachella.
And then I wanted to come out that Friday. The label was telling me we didn't have time to pitch it. We're not getting playlist covers. And like, I said, bro, I just performed it at Coachella. It don't need playlist covers. And like, it don't need that. That is the hype. That was my call. You know, most part I can't.
Shout out to Lotto. And that's, I guess, the reason why I even wanted to play that clip is just because sometimes you can't go on what other people believe and what you believe in. Like if you have the ability to bet on yourself, bet on you. Because just look at the way she was explaining that. If she would have waited on the label to put the song out when they was ready or when they felt like it was ready, she would have missed her moment. She knew it. She pulled the trigger on that song, and it worked in her favor. The song charted, and it went platinum. Went with Cardi on the feature. So, shout out to Lotto for just betting on herself, believing on herself, and we could get ready to
talk about Tommy.
Yeah, I want to talk about Tommy, but then I kind of wanted to. It was like I could say this one clip for next week. That's cool. I do want to play this Tasha K jump because I feel like this is just. She was talking about this Ashanti and Nelly situation, and then we can go talk about Tommy.
Y'all doing too much. I just don't understand why we need to see his face on a purse. If y'all together, if y'all really together, why you need to have 3-4 birthday parties.
Mm-hmm.
Why you need to buy him a car.
Uh-huh.
Why he need to buy you everything but a ring.
Mm.
And you supposed to be a high value woman. You ain't got no kids. You still got your body together. And this man I still got a big belly, bitch. And I got married twice.
I wanted to just leave it off right there because that was crazy. And of course, I think even with these videos of Ashanti and Nelly looking super happy, it's starting off a little saying on social media where they calling it spin the block season. In which it may be right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm here for the Ashanti Nelly thing. They do look super happy. They do record a lot, but I think you're happy. And I think realistically, I think one thing where I will disagree with her is when you're happy in your relationship, you want to show it off. And for some people, they may feel like that's not their thing. They don't care. They gonna come up with a million reasons why they want to hide their partner. But I do feel like, we post everything else. Like when people hit their parlays, they post them. You almost hit a good parlay. You still even post that, but you still want to hide your significant other. Like I'm here for it. I'm not mad at Ashanti. I ain't mad at Nelly. Both of them be happy as hell on Instagram Live, on whatever, posting each other, smiling from ear to ear. I do feel like Tasha K hating a little bit, but I mean, she's just doing her job. So let's get into Tommy. We can get ready to get up out of here. For people who new to this program, this is when we talk about the black programs that all the black podcasters, I swear to God, they so pro-black, they never talk about. I know Tommy ain't black, but the person who wrote this show, the people who own this show is black. So Tommy is our cousin from the cookout. Let's get into it. This episode was OD. And it was OD straight violence. If you into the heavy on the violence, Tommy came back after the break, and let's blow this whole situation up. So let's get right to it. They killed the plug grandmother or his mother, whatever she was to them. Blew her up in the car. I knew that was gonna happen.
I told you that Saudi Arabian motherfucker got to go.
But no, I knew that was gonna happen when she asked him for the keys to his car. I said, "Oh, this car gonna blow up."
But did you know he was the one who's setting this all up?
Oh no, I didn't even know him and the bald-headed Spanish nigga had anything to do with each other. I didn't even know that they was working on a play or nothing.
Damn. Hey, Tommy is a wild, bold motherfucker.
Yeah, he got
that
balls.
nigga has no chill at all. But it fits him.
Yeah, because
nobody else can pull this shit.
Tommy can only pull off the moves he can. I just can't wait for him to smoke Victor. Because that's coming. There's only one episode left.
I don't know, but you can't smoke him now.
Shit, why can't I? Nobody else don't know that I know he snitched.
But if you know the police are looking, he can't come up missing. I'm gonna use him to get the police off of me. I'm gonna use the hell out of him because I'm gonna put it on somebody else. So I can't kill him because if you just sit here up and kill him, then all right, the police gonna know you did it.
It's Tommy though. I
Because
don't
you're
think
the only
Tommy
person that's been in contact with him or around him, so they know that you want to do it. No, hell no. I'm keeping Victor alive because I need to get your sister ass first, and then I'm gonna use you. I don't knock that fucking wig off of that goddamn D. Whatever.
I don't feel like Tommy that smart. I think his dog. That's a nigga.
You can't just kill him. You can't just kill him. You can't just kill him. I'm gonna put that shit on somebody else.
I hear you. If what you saying would be the smart thing to do, I don't think Tommy is that. I don't think he that smart. Tommy be ready to crash. He be ready to crash out on whatever. Just think about it. They didn't kill the police. They didn't kill two police officers this season.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Oh, I'm gonna flip this motherfucker on your ass. You about to sit here and catch this.
Man, they done killed two police officers. I don't necessarily know.
I'm gonna spin this motherfucker on you. I'm gonna use it to my advantage. Now that I know it's you, I'm using it to my advantage. Because I feel like Tommy ain't stupid.